Ladies and gentlemen, tonight live from the On the Money Sports Lounge, another edition of On the Money podcast from the epicenter of everything will be going down during draft season.
Made it. The last breakdown of skill positions before the main event starts next week.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Damn, which division did we say we were going to do first?
I think we're going to cover the South first.
All right, that makes sense.
So we got to tie a bow on everything tonight, basically.
Yes.
So the thing is, there's a lot going on. Training camp is back, and we're starting to get footage.
Football's around the corner, man.
Training camp.
I'm watching the brilliant Bengals fighting each other and tossing helmets everywhere. You know,
I loved it.
You know, I went and seen that video, and I thought that was the Falcons originally.
The leader of the team, the quarterback, says, "Hey, if you're going to punch someone in your face, just do it in 15 seconds so we can huddle back up and run the next play." Great way to someone like
next play.
Saying horrible behavior.
It's like that scene from Semi-Pro where they call a commercial timeout and everybody just starts hitting each other and shit.
This guy,
a minute
into the podcast, and he's already disparaging the Bengals. I knew this guy's gonna look at it and be like,
excited.
Can't wait.
I'm so excited you guys talked about that today. I was like, oh look.
It doesn't mean anything though, Oscar. It's training camp.
Yeah,
we're gonna pick and choose what we take
with the training camp every year.
If you saw Steelers fighting, like, fire up the boys, right?
Yeah.
That's what you say. No, you don't want to fire up the boys. What would Rodgers say about it?
I want everybody to be kumbaya drinking their hallucinogenic tea with Rodgers. That's what I want.
F that. I want to see fights.
Well, we've been seeing that. We've been seeing fights. We've been seeing drop passes. We've been hearing rumor and innuendo of the pecking orders with some depth charts. I know the meat and potatoes of tonight is wide receivers and some tight end conversation, but there's so much that happened in this past week that I feel like it would be our due diligence to like just work our way to it. You know, some news and updates now that we got we're about a week into training camp.
A lot of people on the pup list.
I mean, some people reported.
A lot of people but are they on the pup list because they're hurt or they want to negotiate their contract? That's how I feel about Joey Porter Jr., who's due for his deal.
I didn't even know he was hurt. So yeah, he might be
tweaked his back.
Cranky back.
Yeah, I don't know if that's PUP worthy, but whatever. I mean,
I don't know what PUP worthy is, honestly.
I mean, Charbonnet is PUP worthy. I mean,
that's for sure. That's real. That's a real
thing. We've seen that happen.
Charbonnet's injury is real. A lot of these guys, I don't know what's up with them or what's happening. Besides, like seeing what you see with the last 3 to 4 days of videos of people just running plays.
Yeah, I mean,
we've already got a 49ers injury report with about 4 or 5 players on it.
And we got our first ACL toe of the year, too. I don't know if you've seen that. So a tackle from the Saints. I don't forget his name is leaving me right now. But
I know the Bengals had an injury, too, on
Yo Pop.
It's not even August yet, and it's just like every other season.
Exactly. It's just like every other season. We, as fans and as podcasters, are here to eat it up. You know what I mean? Like, it's what we do. We've been waiting for football since February. For most of us, it's probably earlier than that because our teams sucked. So, you know, we were just been waiting for this new year to come around.
Waiting to see Cam Ward throw the tape.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those videos.
I saw that. It's out. It's out. It's out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were out there. They were active today.
Yeah. All I seen was like this weird, it was this weird troll video of like making fun of the Titans, and it's like, oh, God help the Titans this year. And it's like they were doing these weird drills where like the coach was standing behind them and dropping the football and like, I guess testing the players' reflexes. Like, I don't know, man, but they were clowning the Titans. I'm like, this is such a stupid video to clown the Titans on. Like,
you might see some weird shit during training camp.
I mean, I get that, but I don't know.
There's no context.
I'm not even a Titans fan, and that video like kind of pissed me off. So it is what it is. Like, whatever. Like, I'm not that I think you guys are gonna be world beaters this year, but I'm kind of high on you guys, not for nothing. And maybe it's because I did trade for Ward. I do really like Ward. I like
it'll be fun and spunky.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's fun and spunky.
Yeah, I can agree.
A good story.
But I either way, I can't wait to see the direction you guys go in this year, honestly. Whether it be 4 games or 7 games.
Can't be any worse than last year.
Are you going to say what you told me earlier today?
No, not today. It's not going to be today, Oscar. That is going to be saved for the week before the season starts, my friend.
For real?
Yeah.
I got to wait that long.
You got to wait.
Damn it!
Unless Elon's clairvoyant over here and he wants to take a stab at it.
No, you know what? No, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be.
All right. It has nothing to do with you.
All right. We're saving
Not
our hot takes.
necessarily.
Not
Are you,
necessarily.
are you saving it for the?
It's a hot
the
take.
Super Bowl predictions episode.
We
basically?
can.
For the final episode
can.
before the
It's a
season
hot
starts?
take.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a hot take for sure.
Like it's hot. Like it's so hot that when you touch the toaster, you're gonna burn your damn hand.
We got 6 weeks to get this all out of our system, basically.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
next week was divisional breakdowns. So,
Well, this month is a weird month too because there's 5 weeks this month.
Well, in
So-
July,
yes, we got the 4 divisions and then the Super Bowl.
yeah, that was the beautiful thing of
Playoff
5
Super
Fridays
Bowl.
at Ace.
Yeah.
5 paychecks.
Yes, I love that.
Instead of the normal 4.
Yeah. You know, I'm not used to getting paid every week. So
The
this
next
is
5,
awesome.
the next 5 Fridays, I believe, is October.
Oh, I was gonna say November. But
October,
it might be
November.
October. It's usually like July, November, May, October.
It's
kind of
awesome.
thing. But yeah, I
They'll
love
be like, oh, you get paid the same. No, there's an extra week. You just don't see it.
it. All right.
So
Yeah,
so
it's 5 in October and 5 in January.
Nice.
we've been seeing a lot of training camp footage, a lot of
There's a
video
lot going
coming
around.
out from Arizona,
Oh,
and a
my
lot of
gosh.
different angles with Arizona. First and
Whoa.
foremost, they lock in Jacoby.
We're
Brissett.
going there.
Which was important.
You're going there
There's
already.
a lot
You're
to
not even
talk
gonna.
I'm waiting.
You're not
Let's
gonna
start.
undress the wound.
I did. I said Jacoby Brissett. Let's start with the
You want
quarterback.
to throw the salt right there. You want to be like Mr. Fuji
I
at WrestleMania 9
am.
when Bret Hart's about to have Yokozuna tap out
I'm not
and
gonna-
Fuji hits him with the salt. That's what you're doing right now.
I'm gonna start by mentioning all the positives, and then
Aren't
can
you
have
the
at it.
aren't you the go getter,
because with
Mr.
the-
Brightside?
Yeah, a little ray of sunshine over here.
with Jacoby Brissett being locked into a deal, that means only good things for Trey McBride, and it means only good things for people who benefited from having Michael Wilson during his hot streak and Marvin Harrison the weeks that he had. Okay, this guy could be the guy type weeks because we all know Jacoby Brissett likes to sling it, and the Cardinals are losing 85% of the games that they're in. So you're going to keep just feeding McBride or throwing it deep to Michael Wilson. Jacoby Brissett still gives you that element that you want for fantasy and for Trey McBride as an owner of Trey McBride. I know it's selfish, but at the end of the day, I
I'm an
want
owner.
him to eat.
Yeah, I'm an
You know
owner,
what I mean?
so
And I
get
know
it.
Brissett feeds him. I don't want to see Beck out there throwing it to him. I don't know what that's going to look like. I know what Kyler Murray couldn't figure it out with
Right.
having McBride. So it's like Jacoby Brissett has a great chemistry with him. I like that aspect of it. We move on to the Marvin Harrison drop passes at training camp aspect of it.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, man.
Take that with a grain of
Somebody
salt, or it could just be, just he goes down that path of a QJ or something where it's just
a part of me does take it with a grain of salt, but the other part of me does feel bad for him, man. I feel like he's just been in a horrible situation since he's gotten there.
Yeah.
Unstable. Again, we both agree that Jacoby Brissett is the better quarterback between him and Kyler Murray.
Mhm.
And he seems to be more competent, better accuracy, better completion rate. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Something about being in Arizona doesn't bode well for a lot of guys. I mean, James Conner's made it work. McBride is making it work. Brissett's making it work. But they just have a bad offensive line. And I just felt like if Marvin Harrison went to a team with a better quarterback, he'd probably just be looked at differently. But at the moment, man, it's hard not to look at him as what he is currently. And it's just a guy who was highly touted coming out of Ohio State. I love the talent. I think he's super athletic, and I think he can be the guy. I think he can be his father, if not better. I just need his situation to get better. But we'll find out this year, man. We've seen lately year 2 wide receivers not really pick it up for whatever reason, because year 2 historically has been a year for where wide receivers kind of take that next step. But as of late, going back the last 6 years, they haven't really been taking that next step. But year 3 has been a year for these wide receivers who have
he's showing
taken that step.
flashes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
Matt's
he's
already
showing
making fun of Marvin Harrison.
Flashes.
But
What up,
yeah,
Matt?
man, it's just tough.
Make a
seeing
trade.
him go down that route.
But
things
it-
can change. Again, it's just training camp. Things can change once the season
Come on,
comes
man.
on.
But like
It's
you
not an
said,
actual game
it's
yet.
the
No, yeah, it's
organization,
not a
it's the
game.
Cardinals, it's what he got drafted to. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
just out there. You don't really.
I mean, a person's argument to what I'm saying could be like, well, if Trey McBride and James Conner and Michael Wilson can catch passes, why can't Marvin Harrison? Which is true.
That last name is the one I was going to say, but Michael Wilson got 14 receptions from the same quarterback. Running those same snaps.
Behind that same offensive offensive line.
And they're terrible. That's another video that came out. They handed the ball off to Jeremiah Love, and he literally had like nowhere to go. Football. Like the defense was swarming him.
Yeah, I seen that.
And they called the play before he ran off to the other side. But at that moment, it's like it's over, buddy. Like that.
I agree.
The offensive line is not going to. It's going to be whatever.
Wilson slowly taking the one spot, and you know what? He's not. That's not a hot take. It's kind of true.
There's a consistent body of work.
We thought the sophomore year Marvin Harrison would be the ascension. We thought he put everything
historically
aside.
That's usually how it works for our receivers. But he could step to the next level this year. Devontae Adams didn't become Devontae Adams till year 3.
That is true.
So a couple years.
I'm not saying
Michael Wilson benefited
Devontae
a lot.
Adams.
Trey McBride benefited a lot.
Michael Wilson's another one where he doesn't.
There's a lot of names on that team that are not good fantasy names besides McBride.
Right.
Michael Wilson was good for a stretch.
Yeah, he was good for a stretch.
Michael Wilson was
let's
good
keep in mind that Marvin Harrison was hurt for that.
Maybe that's a guy you put in the flex. You're not trusting him to go out there in your starting lineup first month of the season, right?
You feel like with Harris, I don't know. I don't remember the numbers, but with Harrison in the lineup with Wilson,
do you feel comfortable?
Were the numbers more or less like evened out when they were playing together?
I think so. Where he wasn't so when Harrison was out, he had 30 and 40-point games. When Harrison came back,
neither one of them was doing.
It went more down to 20 points. He still looked production-wise
average,
but it is average. And why I say that because I compare him to a Jameson Williams, where he's like super boom and bust. He's your outside the number guys. He's your X wide receiver who's going to go for the 20 plus yard plays.
James was about to be the bona fide wide receiver too, and it's.
I mean, technically he is though, man. In fantasy, he was wide receiver 9 in Kingpins, which is kind of crazy to think about. But again, he had 1,100 yards receiving, and
that's literally his game.
But that's his game, right?
He's not the fantasy guy that you can count on.
He's not.
Because I don't think
he's just.
So I'm telling, I believe.
I'd rather count on J-Mo than Marvin Harrison.
In your starting lineup, are you starting Marvin Harrison or Michael Wilson the first month of the season?
Say that one more time.
Are you starting Marvin Harrison Jr. or Michael Wilson in any of your lineups the first month of the season? If you have to, if you don't have to. Because there's so many better options if you draft well.
I guess it all depends on the roster.
I can't trust them to start on my first. It's just the same thing with the running back trilogy over there.
Yeah.
Who do you start?
Which is my next point. The next layer of the conversation that is the Arizona Cardinals.
I knew we were waiting for that.
Because, as you know, before anything,
rookie wide receiver from the Panthers is a slight MCF tag?
Yeah, a guy last year who was picked in the 3rd round. I can't remember his name.
Basil?
Something like that, yeah.
I think he's
first Oregon. And here's the problem. Bro, they're practicing in the rain. I know you got to get ready for the elements, but come on, training camp, I'm not doing that in the rain.
I'm just sharing the episode on all the pages.
Matt said depends on matchup, and that's why you will be 0 whatever in the first month already.
Yeah, I mean, matchups, for me anyway, not in the first 4 weeks.
I don't think Marvin Harrison has gotten drafted in the first 6 rounds the last 2 years. Yeah. I don't think he gets drafted in the first 6 rounds this year.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility for sure.
You know who's probably going to be more productive than him this year? James Conner, should he stay healthy. Not to mention the running back that they signed right at the beginning of the offseason for a 2-year deal, and Tyler Algier, who we nicknamed for the last 2 years the Vulture, because he's always at the goal line taking touchdowns from Bijan Robinson.
Yes, you were right.
And so now you have a healthy James Conner, a 2-year running back, getting paid running back money in today's running back market, 12 to 13
Didn't Tyler Algier
million.
have 1,000 yards in his first season as a rookie?
He might have.
Or was close to it.
Can't remember him getting hurt like that. Yeah. He's always around.
That's why I never understood the whole Bijan. I get now Bijan, wow, how amazing.
Right.
But when you had a guy who could already get you the yardage you needed and your rest of your line was shaky, I know I touched upon this earlier in the offseason. We talk about picks in the top 10, and that was not the smart pick for the Atlanta Falcons that year.
We also
picking Bijan Robinson, they had too many holes on their offensive line and their defense for them to be picking a guy like Bijan Robinson that high. That's why I piggyback off that thought and still believe that the Cardinals, as great as a game changer Love is, that was not the pick for them when they have so many other holes.
I mean, I said it to Alexi today. We were arguing about it.
Clint Kubiak talking about he's a 3rd-string running back right now. He has to earn his way to the top.
Well, think about it. It's a healthy James Conner. It's Tyler Algier, who they literally just signed, who it might not even be in his prime yet, or maybe this is his prime.
I like Tyler Algier. I've always liked him.
And then they're clearly outperforming Love because they have the experience and they know, like, I'm not going to let this kid come in and take my spot. Like, that's how they're going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, they're not just going to hand you everything.
Is James Conner good to miss a couple games here? Absolutely. Yeah, I hate to say it, but it's true.
Right.
It's just like we say on this podcast about Millville's own Mike Trout. There's somewhere during this 162 season he's going to spend time in the DL, and it happens. It's just what it is. You have to be real. You're not trying to be an asshole about it. You're just being realistic about it. It is very realistic that James Conner is going to miss games this season.
And that would be great for Jeremiah Love if Tyler Algier wasn't there.
Yes.
Tyler Algier is going to go out there.
Tyler Algier, guess what?
Way too much money for him to be RB3.
He's getting paid standard running back market money.
Which, you know,
not to back up.
The contract is still weird considering whether they drafted Love or not. You know, I don't know if Algier's worth $13 million.
I just got a great notification. My Jake Roberts LJN is shipping.
Nice.
Has nothing to do with sports, but well, it's professional wrestling. One more LJN to go up on the wall.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
And Piper, Elon's favorite.
You know, I told Alexi, man, taking Love at 3 was no different than the Giants taking Barkley at 2. You know, your team is not set up for that type of talent, bro.
Jeremiah Love is not going to help the Arizona Cardinals become better.
But not according to Alexi.
Like,
you don't miss on a generation.
Yeah, Barkley was Rookie of the Year, but the
you do when you don't have the other pieces.
For years.
They have no. It's get the ball to Trey McBride and throw because we're down by 2 touchdowns. The Cardinals don't have a plan. The Cardinals
his rookie season, 210 carries, 1,035 rushing yards, averaged 4.9 yards carry, 1 yard away from 5 a carry. Come on, dog. Why were you doing? It's not like he's a bum.
So
you're gonna
I mean, most teams are going towards.
So that's why
that 2 running back.
I know, but that's why I also see why nobody's respecting our point of view. There's a lot of people that ain't respecting our point of view when it comes to this whole situation of Love, Conner, and Algier, because like we just said, and we got the numbers to back up that Algier ain't a bum.
Man, no, I never said
Listen, he's getting paid more money than Love. You're going to use the investment you put in.
Man, that's another thing Alexi likes to throw at me is Love his contract. He's like, oh, you see he's getting paid $52 million. And I'm like, dude, they have to give him that kind of money.
In a world,
they took him top 3. Like,
that's automatic.
Whether he was a running back, tight end, wide receiver, defense, it doesn't matter. They were giving him that kind of money.
In a world where James Conner stays healthy,
the threshold between
top 5,
those
10.
top 5 picks get paid a lot more money than the rest because there's a bigger they're allowed a bigger cushion.
Yeah. In a world in 2026, in a world where James Conner stays healthy, the 2-headed monster does not include Jeremiah Love this year. No. The 2-headed monster, if James Conner stays healthy, is James Conner, Tyler Algier on a team that is going to throw the ball more than they like to run it.
Right.
So that's 3 running backs sharing a piece of the pie that half of that shit goes to McBride anyway.
Right.
And then there's a portion for Michael Wilson because Brissett is going to average 45 to 46 attempts a game. He was doing it all last season. Yeah. They throw. Like we were chasing the running backs of the Cardinals last year with Trey Benson. We've been down this road. Now they just have more competition. I feel like more serious competition because we've watched Tyler Algier run for the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. Man, I agree, man. I definitely don't disagree.
What's going to happen is, hey, maybe Love gets a lot of touches, but they're probably going to come from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line. And guess who's going to get tagged in when they get inside the 20-yard line? And especially get the tag.
What up, Chris?
Inside the 5.
What is going on, Chris?
I bet you Algier might be having somewhere between 10 to 12 touchdowns this year. He's going to out-touchdown Love.
Oh, yeah. He might.
I have complete confidence in saying this today in this podcast. And I hope the algorithm picks up that this is the clip. And I hope everybody comes at me on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube because I'm going to tell you right to your faces and I won't back down. Tyler Algier will produce more touchdowns than Love this season.
Conner might get 12, bro. I'm telling you, if James Conner don't get hurt, he's playing every game and he's getting the main looks.
I know Nathaniel Hackett's the OC, Chris.
Tyler Algier is going to play off of Conner the same way he played off Bijan, where Algier is going to give him that breath, and Algier, you see what he can do when he gets those carries. Like
I think Kubiak, I think Nathaniel Hackett is OC by name, because I really honestly believe Kubiak's going to call the plays.
Probably. Yeah,
That's every first-time head coaches like to call their own stuff,
especially offensive minded.
Yeah, because they got the job because of this. You're all of a sudden going to hand the keys off to somebody else?
Right.
Nah.
Does what we're seeing right now change your perception on going into dynasty leagues and pursuing that 101 pick for 2027? Or is that just a different draft class and that's not a fair conversation to have?
Maybe next year's draft class.
Does it change your approach?
Well, next year's draft class.
If you're doing a startup this year for dynasty,
or like if like let's say we're going into next year's draft, we know who the 101 is in our league for next year. You saw what the 101 garnered this past year. The year before, when I traded it to Terrell, he went and got Ashton Genty.
That didn't work out that well.
Yeah, but
he was boom or bust.
Yeah, but Genty.
But this year, I think he's going to be better.
It could pan out that.
Wait, not Kubiak's not the head coach of Arizona. It's he's the head coach of Raiders.
Yeah,
it's LaFleur.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Is it one of those things that makes you go like, I want to buy it and just go after who I want, or just like I want to force that person to pick 101 and see who they pick, because that might not be the most productive player.
I think that's a person, but this draft class is supposed to be
loaded with wide receiver.
Yeah.
And here's the problem, though. So you get a draft class loaded with wide receivers. There's 2 running backs that look phenomenal. The running back is probably going to get picked number 1 overall because Kingpin's, like for Kingpin's example, it's so scarce
over Jeremiah
running
Smith?
back.
I think Jeremiah Smith.
Maybe not.
Everybody
over
wants
Smith, but it depends who has the 101.
Which is
if you need running back, why?
If you got like say somebody who has a good team, has really good receivers, and their players were just hurt this year and they had a bad season, so they finished terrible.
Chris, I mean, you seem like a good guy, man, and I know you're Jets fans, but everybody fails at Jets, no matter if they're the OC, the head coach, the quarterback.
So say you had a really good team. Let's take out. Let's not even imagine it's Matt who has a number 1 pick, which he will. Let's just take that out of the equation.
Looking promising.
Let's say it's you. Just say it's you, for example.
Going into next season.
Yeah, and you have good receivers. And you feel as though the only reason why you lost is because you had a lot of injuries at a lot of key spots, and it just happens. Are you going to add to your already strengthened wide receiver corps, or are you going to take the number 1 running back?
I don't think I'm passing up on Jeremiah Smith if I have the 101 next year.
There's no guarantee Smith's coming out with NIL deals because he's only becoming a junior this year. He could still go back.
If he's a part of it, that's who I'm
Quarterbacks are different. All these quarterbacks that are in their junior year playing this year, they're coming out.
This is a one quarterback league.
A quarterback in college will make more money in the NFL if they're projected to be a top
and at the
pick.
same time, most college quarterbacks, if they stay there for 4 years, there's a good chance you're probably not going to pan out to be an all-star NFL quarterback.
So for context, we're in a 1 quarterback, 12-man dynasty league. So it's like in that league, going quarterback 101 to me, when I have Herbert and Mahomes, I'll chill on a quarterback and just because I can ride those guys out for the rest of the whatever
I can ride out
in the dynasty league.
Just like I can ride out Dart and Drake May probably till their careers are over.
I mean, dude, I have Ward, CJ Stroud.
You can run
Stroud later.
Yeah, no,
but
not.
you
can probably
is that CJ Stroud?
You can probably rock Ward.
Who was that guy?
In all realisticness, in a dynasty league, you can rock Ward for the next 10 years as your quarterback.
Those are the types of quarterbacks that you play dynasty for. Like you get a young quarterback
and you just kind of
build out.
off of what you're saying, though. I also have Puka and JSN, which are great young wide receivers.
Still got a good 6 years old.
If it was me, I would really think about taking the top running back if I had the 101. If for whatever reason my JSN and Puka combo got hurt and fucked me out of the playoffs and I didn't make it and I got the 101 pick for whatever reason, I think I would consider the top running back. Only because I know I'm running back leader on that team.
If Jeremiah Smith is in it, I still go after him. Now, if he's not in it, you look at everything.
Things start changing.
You look at everything and the whole, you look at your
next
roster.
Year's draft class,
what you're going to do.
There should be about 6 or 7 quarterbacks that come out that are
supposed to be good. It's a loaded draft class in general.
So look at it like this. Next year's draft, say DOA, a lot of us are quarterback starved.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's how many picks.
6 of those quarterbacks might just go in the first round.
It's also how many picks you actually have in the draft because let's not forget, I have 3 firsts. Matt has like 4 firsts. So the first round picks in 2027 are scarce. So at the position that you have to draft at,
I don't got a first.
Do you go after your guy or do you wait to hopefully that second round, which is maybe your last pick of the draft,
I
because
think
of how
I have
everything's
is 3 or 4
moving.
second round picks in 2027 in Kingpin. So I gotta make it work.
I have 3 1s, a 2, and a 3 for 2027. Yeah. Those 3 1s could be anything though, because I have 3 1s, and all 3 1s are from teams that are more or less going to compete. Nick's team looks a little crazy, but he still has starters that he can throw out there and score.
Yeah.
Like they score, his team scored. Yeah. I looked at it. I saw like Nick makes the playoffs in Kingpins. He scores points. You know what I mean? He just has no picks. The build
I'm
is
gonna
just
say
different.
that I wouldn't be surprised if his team doesn't do much this year, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the playoffs. I don't like his team, but I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Like with the picks I have the best shot of maybe getting the 105 when I'm thinking about the teams in the first round picks that I have those teams, unless something terrible happens to their teams. Like just a complete, because shit happens. But it's like when you look at it from that perspective, where you're drafting on the board would probably impact like where you would actually go.
Yeah, it depends where those 4 picks are at, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, can you draft who you want? You can always draft who you want, but where are they at? That's the question.
Mm-hmm. Or will you still have them by the time?
Yeah, knowing you might have one of those 4 picks.
Because you also, like in Dynasty, it's like it's Dynasty season, and then once football starts, Dynasty feels like the redrafts where you got to bust a move in a couple weeks to win, like depending on how things are. Mm-hmm. So you have the flexibility of throwing picks into some of the trades and add them to the equation and get shit done. Because a lot of times it's hard in redraft when you're doing these 1-for-1s, these 2-for-2s. I think it might be him. It might be Matt.
That's interesting. I'll tell you right now.
Why, you think that has one-on-one potential?
Of course. Of course it does. His says 112.
Just looking at it right now.
Yeah. Terrell's new name is 112 pending.
It's a thing that Terrell's
he has Terrell's first round. He has Chris's first round. He has Elon's first round. And he has his first round.
So got 4
After
total.
that, all he got is 2 fourths, and that's it for him. So if anybody in this league got to make it count, it's him. He got to hit. Because if he don't hit, he could become that perennial guy that I just write pen on a paper and goes, W this week.
Well, like 70% of the picks are split between him and I. Maybe 65, whatever. But like that's 7 picks.
Yeah.
And then the worst part about this is the guys you want don't come out of draft class. You have all these 2027 picks. Now you're going to try to unload them.
Now everybody who's been hyping this draft class up, who's been collecting the 2027 picks, getting ready for the biggest draft class ever, is sitting with a bunch of picks that have more or less the same amount of value as your 2028s, your 2029s. And you're just sitting there holding these picks, not knowing where to go.
And what to do and who to try to make a pick.
Now the rookie draft doesn't look as sexy because Jeremiah Smith isn't enrolling. Oh, you needed a quarterback in a super flex? Guess what? Those quarterbacks are going back to school. Now you got to go bust a trade with the same guys you've been trying to trade with for the last 3 years.
What bullshit.
Who know that you need a quarterback. They look at your roster every day. Like, now you got to go bust a move for a quarterback, dog.
Oh, man.
You got to go bust a move for Kirk Cousins.
I can't wait for the season to start. I'm excited for our rookie draft.
I don't think he's a bad option as a flex.
He's a QB1 from what I'm seeing.
He's back with Clint Kubiak.
Who, he's my
cousin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kubiak said that he's the starter.
Yeah.
Mendoza has to.
Well, it's because minority owner Mr. Brady doesn't want his quarterback playing this year.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Because minority owner Mr. Brady has stated, how's he supposed to learn and how's he supposed to develop?
Yeah.
He goes, I sat my entire rookie year. He goes, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
He's got a plan.
I think that's the best move for most, if not all quarterbacks.
A lot of people are starting
to realize on the same wave with
he has a lot more pull with Mr. Davis than people have let on.
I was, you guys see, we and Alex had this argument down here in this basement, dude. I was on the same. The dark one, where I didn't want dark starting.
So you had the show.
Have you guys seen the post-credit scene for Spider-Man Brand Day? It's crazy. What do you mean?
I still have to watch it.
My dad watches a bunch of like weird videos on Instagram, and whatever he's seen probably isn't even real.
I still have to watch it.
I on this podcast, I'm gonna starting honestly tomorrow. I'm going on a social media detox. It's just to log in.
Yeah, what's the movie doesn't even get released till tomorrow, right?
Friday.
Yeah. So,
Friday.
Well, midnight show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there's some 8 o'clock showings.
Right.
So
gotcha.
I'm going on a social media detox from tomorrow till next Saturday.
Because
that's when I got my tickets.
Yeah. SummerSlam's this weekend.
Oh, this is a crazy weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you. Seats ain't selling as quickly as they thought they were going to sell.
I'll probably check that out. I'm chilling Sunday, so I
Well,
got
now
to kind of get back on
you have
track.
YouTube
Though,
TV, you can finally connect it to ESPN Unlimited.
I wasn't big on having Dart start the season, but when word came out that he was actually out playing Russell Wilson in training camp and leading up to the season, and they just still decided not to start him, that's what rubbed me the wrong way.
Dude, at the end of the day,
Alex just wanted to flat out start it, and I'm like, no, that's not how it should be.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
You sure?
My guy, not everybody is going to be a Ben Roethlisberger, a Matt Ryan. When you just stick them out there, like
and they thrive.
Yeah, like Ben Roethlisberger thrived because he had an all-pro, pretty much offensive lineman. He had Hines Ward, Plaxico Bears,
circumstances.
He had Antoine Randall, Jerome Bettis, like an amazing, like
I mean,
you can't.
That's not as much thriving as
the circumstances are completely different in that.
Yeah, that's using.
But the problem is too many teams are thinking like, well, look what those guys. Let's hurry up and get them out there. Like, no, not everybody's meant to start day one.
No, it shouldn't be like that.
Like, it was never like that. When I was a kid.
Oh, no, yeah.
When I was 13, 14, when guys got drafted, they sat their ass down.
You wouldn't see them for years.
Yes. You wouldn't see them for maybe a year or two, or teams were desperate. You would see them get sent in around November, December, and those guys didn't make it. Peyton Manning was the exception when I saw him.
Yes.
He was freaking terrible.
He took a beating. Yeah, he got it out the way.
And then the second year came, and he took the Colts straight to the playoffs.
Yeah. 98 year was tough.
Everyone can't be a rapist.
Allegedly.
Allegedly twice. Jesus. It's your fault. You brought him up. You wanted to toot your own horn. So you opened yourself up to that one.
Some fans were at the screening, leaked the posting, so we're just letting random people into freaking screenings of these movies now. That's crazy.
Well, I heard Sony Pictures. Is that who released the Odyssey?
I think.
Well, anyway, I heard an Odyssey, like a really good copy leaked.
Jesus.
Like an amazing copy of Odyssey leaked. And now they're on scramble mode, and they're trying to pinpoint where it come, and they plan on pressing charges.
Horrible.
That's, like you're gonna find the one fan that's like this in the movie theater the whole time. Come on, let's be real. You're not. Knock it off.
Let me take a gander.
But
recording it with their Ray-Ban with their meta glasses.
Yeah, that's another. What are you gonna do? Stop? Knock it off.
So 49ers players are hurt again. Ricky Pearsall's hurt. Jordan James fractured his rib. This guy's supposed to be the guy that's going to be taking carries from Christian McCaffrey.
Are you drafting Jeremiah Love before the 10th round?
I'm not interested in that backfield this year. I know I was hyping
before
up
the 10th round. To answer your question, no.
I was hyping up Connor and Algier, but I don't want a three-headed committee going into the year. I'll go a different way.
If I'm gonna pick a running back that has to deal with two other guys, I'm taking that. That running back's gonna be like my RB.
Thank God I got
6.
Tet from you in that trade with Tet and Trey Benson for RJ Harvey and Franklin.
That was a good deal.
Because I really thought Benson was a future, and then they pulled this crap.
Remember last year?
Well, Benson screwed himself out of that. You know what I'm saying?
He got hurt.
Well, best abilities.
Connor was healthier than Benson last year. Well, Connor had the season-ending injury.
Well, okay, yeah, Connor got hurt.
Connor started out hot though.
No, he did. He started out like same old Connor.
Yeah, which it's like that again this year, plus the adage of Algier.
Yeah, I don't know his name, man. I said it earlier to start the podcast, but I don't know. I forget. I don't think he was.
Go ahead and talk about Pearsall. So
Pearsall
is his knee again?
Yeah, his knee.
Yeah.
They're saying it's swelling around the MCL or something like that. Which is
it the same knee from last year?
Same knee from last year.
But I thought he didn't need surgery or anything like that.
I know. I think he had off-season surgery, but they're still swelling. Which is like, dude, what are you doing in the offseason? What are you doing to rehab that knee?
I personally think football players are too big these days and too jacked up now.
I mean, personally, really big guys.
Back in the day,
I think they're just not training right. I don't think
back in the day, football players look like us, and they were just as mean and nasty.
Yeah,
there's more injuries now when there's more advanced technology.
Yeah, which
it doesn't make sense.
But it's because the players are just softer.
Maybe it's because there's no more two-a-days.
It could be that. Honestly, it really could be that, dude.
There's not enough.
Maybe not enough practice. Like, look at McCarthy. We're not going to be tackling.
Like shit that we grew up watching as contact,
But
they
then
get 15-yard penalties for now.
Yeah.
For to shit we like the normal
Some
contact
guys,
of
some guys
football.
would even get suspended for a game or two.
It will cost your team the game and
Mikey
sometimes the
today.
season. It's shit that we grew up seeing all the time.
Right.
Now, no, there's no room. If going to the blue tent, you're getting kicked out the game. That's 15 yards.
Yeah.
Other teams going down the field, winning it in less than 2 minutes.
And I'm all for safety, but I also think they don't have enough padded practice these days. And
yeah, Tua is hurt again. Hurt his back.
Penix is hurt too.
Yeah.
Bro, I've never
Still
seen this many
ACL.
ACL injuries in the 90s.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
Didn't even
And
know
in
what
the
that
early
shit was.
2000s.
But not for nothing, though.
You
In the
started
90s, there was
seeing-
more grass fields than there is turf.
That is a good point as well. So
Mhm.
somebody should bring that up.
Yep.
Well, the players were so focused on being able to smoke weed on the last CBA deal because that's what topped everything on their list. Instead of finding a way to you need to give me grass fields.
Well, you guys know me. I'm a weed head. You know what I mean? Like, there's no denying that. But at the same time, it's like
There's a time
focus
and a
on
place.
the main thing. Dude. If I had the chance to be a sports player, I would not worry about marijuana. I wouldn't worry. It'd be the last thing on my mind, dude.
But not for them. Not
It's
for the majority
so
of the
weird,
players now.
bro.
And I get it. Their thing is for pain. It is what it is.
Fine, do that shit in
But
the
how
off
are
season.
you gonna
do that
make
shit on
that-
your off days and the
How
bye
do you make
weeks?
that your priority on a
Yeah,
CBA
on a
deal?
CBA deal. Doesn't
I
make
remember
no
when Shannon
sense,
Sharp
bro.
was talking about that on the first take. You can go back, and that episode is still out there somewhere.
Weed is important
And-
in life, but not
And
more important than millions.
They screwed
Millions.
They were
themselves.
talking
screwed
about
themselves
it.
over.
Skip's
Ask
remember what
Josh
Skip
Gordon how
Bayless
important
said?
weed is.
He goes, I'm just excited we're going to get football. There's going to be no stoppage.
Yeah.
He goes, I thought there was going to be a stoppage, but I'm excited. And Shannon's like, let me tell you, I've had more than I had the old veteran resources coming. He said, Shannon, the only thing they worried about, honestly, being able to smoke weed, not get no ramifications, and they'll sign off on it.
Because they're tired of hanging out with NBA players who can smoke whenever they want.
And Shannon said it's pretty bad when that's the number one priority. He goes, I get it, but at the same time, you're talking about Thursday night games. You're complaining about Thursday night games. You're complaining about not having enough rest to get in between. He goes, you're talking about artificial turfs and all that. You're talking about the franchise tag. You don't like the franchise tag. Here's a chance to dig your feet in the ground and come up with a new solution and change something.
NFL said, "That's all you want." Okay,
and that's exactly
Roger
Roger
Goodell.
Goodell probably got the thing. Goes, what?
This was
Just
easy.
okay. Let's pass it. We're done.
Sixers shoes is coming back.
Drew.
I guess
What
that was another
up?
sidebar we were supposed to have. What's up, Drew?
So
Drew, if you guys think, I guess it's cool that you're back, but if you think the Sixers and LeBron James are winning a championship this year, you got another thing coming, my man.
Sixers ain't winning the championship.
You got another thing coming.
Sixers ain't winning the championship this year. We didn't
imagine being
bring
a
it up,
millionaire
but
athlete on weed.
Well, that's what Josh Gordon tried to do. Didn't work out for him.
Yeah, so my thing is this. So hopefully in this next CBA, you fight for things that are important.
The next
and not-
CBA should be focused around grass fields.
because
and
I'm
the
going to tell you
franchise
what.
tag.
If I'm an owner, the first thing I'm saying, I want an 18th game
Right.
because that's what's coming on the
That's
table.
fine. You can have your 18th
We
game.
know
We want
that's
that game to
coming.
be on grass. If I'm a player, we need that game on grass, and they need to do something about their franchise tags.
unless they throw something else in the CBA to distract the players,
Yeah, like more weed.
they feed into who that because they're people.
Or what was
too,
that drug
you know
that
what I mean?
Stephon
It's
Diggs
just-
had? Tusi or whatever the hell it's called? More
I don't
Tusi.
know.
Give him Tusi.
I don't
Oh
know
my
what-
gosh! Did you hear some of the tests?
I don't know what his deal is.
That's what he's wilding. He's still
Yeah, he's
wilding.
Bro.
I haven't heard anything about him.
Well, we know he likes
There's a lot of allegations out there.
a donut hole. We know that much.
Oh Jesus Christ!
He's got a lot going on. So,
Yeah, he does.
Did you
A
say
lot.
Avery Brown didn't get enough touches in practice from his new QB?
I've seen Drake
Yo,
missing.
I can't
so
count on my
open
hands and
throws.
feet how many Eagles fans has brought this up. Hey, did you watch any of those training camps, my friend? He had one target in day one. In day two, he was being covered by arguably
Christian
the best
Gonzalez.
cornerback in the league. And
He's
to
getting locked
boot,
up.
Drake May wasn't even throwing in the ball half the time. Mike Vrabel's barely even letting him throw the ball. So what are we talking about right now, Drew?
Chris,
What are we talking about?
Gonzalez had him locked up.
to talk
It's
about
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
That's his job is to lock up the number one wide receiver.
Like a mirror. It's like just watching.
I'm not phased by that shit. Give me AJ Brown in the second round all day this year, fantasy.
Ooh, second round.
Second round.
Okay.
Chris,
Give me AJ
the
Brown in the
18th
second
game, what's going to happen when it does get to 18, there will be 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
There will be too.
Yeah.
But if those players are smart, they'll put in that deal. No team comes off of a Sunday playing Thursday. Now that we have 2 bye weeks, it is now mathematically and systematically and schedulally possible.
Like a typical Eagles fan.
10 days.
That post-game interview was made just for Eagles fans, Drew, like yourself.
Why are y'all watching Patriot? Are y'all still hung on up on
them? Of course it's Eagles fans. They need something to talk about. They need that.
Y'all just signed your
That's why I said that post-game interview was just for Eagles
fans. Y'all
just
just made a guy who only has 13 and a half career sacks the highest paid defensive tackle.
They don't want to talk about that. They rather talk about
a guy
not getting touches
who has maturity
on the
issues.
Second day of training camp. That's what they want to talk about.
A guy who has maturity issues. A guy who has other issues.
As soon as we start ranking these wide receivers, Pop, that's exactly what I'm going to bring up. Don't worry.
I think this. How we did it again? How we did it again?
Of course. I kind of convinced Jason at work. I was like, dude, I don't care what you tell me about this kid. I'm not saying that the kid isn't a good football player.
I don't care what you're talking about.
Bro, because he was trying to hype him up. And I'm like, I get it. He's a good football player. He's had 13 and a half sacks in 3 years. And you're paying him almost $40 million a year.
Not to mention Gennard that they traded for is on the PUP list to start the year because of a pec injury. And pecs are very tricky because a pec injury normally means a tear. But what degree of a tear does he have?
That could be
now you have to manage that because all it takes is if he comes back a little too soon and it's torn. Your investment, that 3rd round pick that made $100 million extension,
kaput.
Just like that. So it sounds like they're going to manage him.
But I told Jason at work, I was like, dude, Dexter Lawrence is arguably the best defensive tackle in the game. And I seen that guy get 9 sacks just last year in a year where he didn't even want to be on that team. He had 9 sacks before he went out. And that was just in half a season. And you're the guy you're paying $40 million only has 13 in 3 years. I mean, come on, bro.
3.5 last season. Only played 11 games.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy what
Dexter Lawrence. I hope
Philly fans like to pick up and cherry pick on, bro. It's crazy.
Nothing against Dexter, but
Chris is funny as hell in the group chat.
Dude, he is arguably the best defensive tackle.
I know, but I hope he has a subpar year. Just for who he's playing with.
I get it, but still.
He's probably going to have a good year. Yeah, he's probably going to give the Bengals what people have been saying they've been lacking.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
So he's going to give them help at the position that they did exactly what they were supposed to do.
They need him to bust through. He might be their only bright spot.
And
besides Turner, the guy that got into the fight with Chase, Turner is actually a really good corner.
Yeah, but having core guys like that can help out the rest of the defense. So all of a sudden, guys are just more, they're just more amped up. They see a guy make a play, they want to be that next guy.
I got a hot take about that you guys are going to look at me like, but we're going to wait till we talk about division.
Right.
Where y'all look at me and be like, he's maturing.
Oh, boy, here we go. What, brilliant Bengals? You're going to add on to that?
They're going to be brilliant
fantasy, brilliant.
Okay.
They're going to be brilliant this year.
You go look at history and look at some of Oscar's first-round picks in the last 5 years, you're going to see a whole lot of tiger stripes there. They're all littered.
The last 2 years, I have picked Chase in the first round. I picked the number 1 overall. The year prior, I picked Tyreek Hill 4th overall. And all of y'all were scared of the whole Jamar Chase contract situation where he fell back to me in the second round.
Right.
You've had Chase more than either of us, I feel like, over the years.
Oh, well. Listen.
Oh, well. He's brilliant.
I love that guy.
He's brilliant. Because I just go look at your fantasy team. It's like you're so reliant on that team.
I can't help it. Mikey dropped Chase Brown that year, too.
Well, I gave it one too quick. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Hey, I drafted
gave up on
Chase
him
Brown
three weeks, and then Trayvon Henderson. I tried to learn my lesson last year. I'm like, you know what? I'm not giving up on this kid. 8 weeks.
Guess what?
8 weeks. I didn't give up on him.
Ramondre Stevenson.
That's what's going to happen this year for people who picked Love, and then they're watching James Conner getting all the carries and
Mike. Ramondre Stevenson left practice early today.
Did he?
Yesterday. So,
what happened?
Henderson, baby.
Oh, but I thought of you because it just clears the way.
That's just father time, man.
That was
father time.
Yeah, it was definitely an inappropriate response, but I laughed because I thought to myself, wait till I tell Mikey, because Ramondre Stevenson.
I mean, it wasn't happy about the injury. I just know Henderson's next man up. That's all.
unrelated to injuries, how about your former head coach on opening day of training camp to divert attention away from comes with his dog into the press
he brought the
conference.
little dog up to bro. Like you didn't just
to divert attention.
Like
you weren't just cheating on your wife for the last 10 years.
Like you didn't just destroy 2 families.
He brought the dog to distract people. And dummy me, I'm like, oh shit, that's a nice looking dog. Like
because we're dog people. Like, a part of us was like, dog. They brought his pup out because he's trying to, it's like a politician coming out kissing the babies.
Right.
You want to show face after.
I seen that. I showed my wife, and my wife
holding
goes,
hands in the mouth.
If somebody would have asked him about
balcony,
Orsini, he would have just looked at his dog and looked at them and be like,
their hands were like their hands were like this, bro. Like
interlocked. Interlocked. And it wasn't the first time either.
I'm sorry. Sorry for laughing, but like that's crazy, bro. Like for you to even be on camera right now is crazy.
You was just in the Super Bowl, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, this was long before.
No, I'm just saying, like,
this shit out of Tennessee.
His wife got him by the balls, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like that's embarrassing. But she was probably like, "I'm taking everything." So he's like, "Okay."
He's cooked.
He's cooked. Yeah,
he's cooked. Yeah, that's it.
Oh shit.
That is
she's there still because I'm gonna say, and it's probably rude, but she's there for the lifestyle still.
I mean, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably Rashid's husband too.
Everybody has their own reasons.
He didn't leave her.
And he could take everything. Like, in some states, you can get them arrested.
That's crazy.
So they just hanging that over their heads and just, I'm gonna collect.
I mean, I guess
I'm gonna collect.
Listen, I don't want to speculate.
That's
more than we already have.
That's their business.
That situation
It played out in real time.
But him coming out with the puppy was crazy.
Oh no, that was crazy.
That was straight
distraction.
That
puppy was crazy.
Straight distraction.
Touche, Mike Vrabel, but that was crazy.
Graves, bro. Like I've been up and down the road with you, bro.
Just like I was watching something about Robert Kraft from the past.
Oh god.
They were talking about Aaron Hernandez.
What do you do now?
He was like, I asked him if you did it, I'll get you the finest lawyers possible, the strongest defense. I'm thinking, he goes, if you did it, that you must have had a reason. I'm thinking, what?
Jesus.
Did you just condone this shit?
That's why they got to get rid of all these old, those people. They're crazy. They're just saying whatever they want now, bro. Like the Jerry Joneses, the Robert Kraft.
Oh, you're Jerry? I've been
just
discussing trades with teams, and
nonsense,
I'm not afraid
bro.
to get rid of my picks. And as of today, I did have a discussion for a superstar. Like, okay, so you're finally going to go trade for Max Crosby? Like, is that what it is?
Right.
Imagine knowing you're negotiating with a senile old man. You're going to get whatever you can out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
It's not his son, it's him. This guy's crazy.
His son's banging on the door. Let me in.
Yeah, like just
door. What's that show with Brian Cox that was on HBO that ended it not too long ago, where he had a family business and they all tried to take it away from him? I can't remember that shit. That's what's going to happen with Jerry Jones. His son's going to wake up one day. He's going to convince everybody, take him out. We're voting you out, Dad.
Out. The brass, me and the brass.
Voting him out is crazy.
Your dad. If adultery was a crime in Florida, I'd beat him death row. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
But what's the deal with Neighbors?
Dude,
how'd he look?
He looked really good.
That's unbiased?
Unbiased. He looked, and not only that, him and OBJ looked to be in sync. It was just a, 10-second video, but that shit we seen at the softball game, that is not what that video portrayed. He made the right cuts. He made them in time.
Has the GM seen this video yet?
Oh, I don't know, because he wasn't at work when I seen it. So I should have sent it to him.
We'll talk about it tomorrow with him then.
Yeah, for sure. But he looked good, bro.
I think
he looked so good that I was actually going to put him almost tier 3, and I seen that video. Tier 1.
Oh, here it is.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
And I'm the biased one.
So
Tier 1.
I put him in the shadow realm.
The shadow realm.
Get it out of the way.
I respect that.
I didn't know.
No. I respect that.
I didn't see the video. I didn't know. I just know
I sent
that.
it to you.
I know. I didn't watch.
It's all good.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't expect you guys to.
I forgot what the fuck I was doing. I was probably baseball, just tracking baseball at the time.
I don't even want to talk about baseball.
I don't even want to talk about baseball.
Yeah, F that.
Oh,
but
gross.
With Neighbors, he's probably the most high-profile wide receiver that didn't make the tier list just because
he's on mine.
I gotta see it. I gotta see. You know, I was thinking about keeping Olave out of it too. Olave played for the most part last year, so it's
Olave
like
was
there's
wide
a
receiver
place.
8 on the year last year.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck.
He's
Tyler
holding
Shuck
in.
throws him the ball.
Who, Olave?
He's holding in.
So is
Jameer Gibbs and Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, Gibbs.
They're all at
Robinson.
camp
There's
and holding in and not
Contract
participating until they get a contract.
negotiations, yeah,
Because Gibbs and Robinson's contracts are gonna. They're definitely going to
Set the
beat
market.
Barkley's $20 million a year.
Yeah,
does that scare you with those names? Knowing what we know the past couple of years, when guys hold out, they come out week 1 and grab.
I hope he's not. Listen. I just
Does it
hope they're
scare
not
you?
holding out the entire training camp, because then that'll
scares me a little bit.
That would scare me.
Running
as far as
backs
the first
scare
month of
me.
the
Wide
season,
receivers scare me because
you do realize we just mentioned the 1 and 2 running backs off the board
and
that are
possibly the
not
first 2 picks
practicing
of
right
every
now.
single redraft.
Remember Ayuk coming off that strong, 1,300 yard season,
Right.
holds out, does the whole, will he be a Steeler, will he be a Niner, stays with the Niners a month of the season, no training camp, no nothing, and tears his ACL. We see it often.
Weird, man. I mean, no, we do see that often. That
We see it often with skill players where they hold in or hold out. Well, they don't hold out no more because the fines are crazy.
Right. So it's
The way it's written in the CBA that
they show up at camp and just walk around and listen.
Yep, and just do silent and do individual drills on the side.
Yes.
There's so much more you can do. Like, all the drills in the world ain't gonna matter if you're not doing. Even if you're not doing tackling 11 on 11s and you're just doing your plays, you're still actually running motions, running routes. And when you're not doing that, that scares me.
Just hoping they're staying
Which
active.
is crazy because, again, like he just said, you're talking about the consensus first 2 picks going off the board on a redraft league.
The 1A and 1B right
I
now.
would say at least
And
90.
And the way it's looking, they may I think a Detroit is going to pay. I think Gibbs is going to sign before Bijan. I really do. And I think that could happen by next week.
Do you think that the general managers of both teams are kind of talking to each other like, dude, I think you should push for you to sign first so that way I can get this done with this guy? Because whoever gets signed first, the other one's going to be like, I need more than that, right?
It's just like Denzel Ward.
Automatic,
I don't know what the hell the Browns were thinking. Like, yes, Denzel Ward's a good player, but you made him like a top 3 paid corner again.
I think he is.
Who's been injured a lot the last 2 to 3 years.
Right.
Undersized in a league where wide receivers are getting taller and taller. And that's why maybe
I get what you're saying, but I
understand where you're going with, because probably other GMs are like, you sons of bitches, I'm over here trying to negotiate my DBs, and you just did this.
Right.
Then my DB is going to look like I'm younger, I'm stronger, I'm tall. Like,
yep.
There's not that many DBs.
So that's why I can
see. Ward, dude.
I can see, the Detroit Lions GM and the Atlanta GM just looking at each other like, who's going to blink first?
I don't think
it's a game of chicken right now. Which one of y'all? Because then you got to sit back and say,
who's going to blink first?
Whoever gets paid first, the other one's going to want more.
Did Christian Gonzalez get signed, or is it just an offer?
I don't. Well,
because I know Robert Kraft came out and said that they've offered him the highest contract in
which is understandable because I could see it happening.
Yeah. I mean, Christian Gonzalez deserves every penny he gets. I just don't know if it's more than Ward's. Like if Ward signed for less than what Gonzalez.
He's the third highest right now with that contract extension.
Ward?
Yeah. So I get it, and I do think Bijan. I think Jameer Gibbs is going to get paid sooner. I think he'll get paid before Bijan, and it sucks because as we're looking at our boards and all that, and then all of a sudden, if you don't draft them because you're worried about injury concerns because they haven't played, and then they go off and have a great season, but then if you pick them and then they get that injury, and you're like, what the hell? I could have picked this guy.
I think that the Lions, because of the fact that these last couple of years, this is their window, this is their shot to win the NFC, this is their shot to separate themselves from teams like the Falcons.
This could be their last shot
for Gibbs. Like, you need to get that deal done first. Like,
for the Lions. Like
you're a better team than the Falcons. You are a contender. The Falcons, we still don't know. They could be, but the Lions are right at that door.
Yeah,
so it would behoove them to get the deal done first, because at the end of the day, you just let one of your running backs walk. This guy is the guy. He's the franchise. You know what I mean? Like,
not for nothing, that running back that let walk is in the competition with the guy that didn't even trust last year. Woody Marks.
Yeah, he hasn't looked so good.
Just because they're saying they're going to use Woody Marks for it, that's all coach speak. That wasn't from the head coach. That was. I saw a clip where the running backs coach was talking up Woody, and it's just like, it's like, do you want Woody to hear that and just feel like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
I mean,
like, I don't know. I just know that there's a discrepancy between Gibbs and David Montgomery, and Gibbs and Bijan are on a more even playing field as players, but the Lions are a better team than the Falcons are. They're a different team.
Goes with my dad's questions.
Bijan was picked 5 spots before Gibbs. They were picked in the same draft.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
5 spots in between.
Yeah.
So it's not like there was that much of a discrepancy.
Yeah.
The Lions, I think, should be contending for the NFC North.
They need to win the NFC. They need to win the NFC. That's it. That's all that's left.
Has all the makings of. Let's talk about it, Mikey. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about right there. But let me know what you're talking about, Chris. But there's damn it, I lost my train of thought.
The North, man.
Oh,
it's make or break.
Detroit can be worst to first this year. They're a team that can be worst to first easily.
It's crazy that they were
win
last.
That division. Yeah, no, it is wild. It literally
because they were all 9-8, right?
Yeah, they were all 9-8. But that's the thing about that division.
Well, except for the Bears. The Bears were like 12 and something or 11 and something.
I think you might be right. I think you might be 11 or 12 games.
Because the Vikings were 9-8.
Their schedule is a lot tougher this year. I don't care what the Lions' schedule looks like. They're a team that can literally hang with anybody.
Yeah.
You look at it like everybody had a winning record.
The workload. Nothing against Pacheco, but
no,
Gibbs is getting the workload.
You look at it like they all had a winning record. You could also look at it like, damn, 9 ended up in a better position than you. Like they lost to 9, right? Didn't they?
I think
like
so.
9 beat them.
But in the
Lions defense,
Christmas Day, bro. They had 22
that was a terrible football game, bro.
They lost 22 players on the defensive
side. Jared Goff,
pretty much 2 starting teams.
He melted that day, right? That was when Goff just went out there and just.
Yeah, I think he threw for like 85 yards that day. It was disgusting.
So, credit to the Vikings defense. I understand the Lions defense was dealing with a lot of injuries, but Goff and them weren't exactly giving them the run support.
Not coming back to the Lions or the Saints this year. I didn't know that. And Brian Brees, the DT who tore his ACL.
Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't know the Hill news. That's kind of interesting.
I didn't know that either. I wonder, does he go to Denver? Link back up with his old coach?
Oh, F you, Chris. F you, my man. I'm so mad.
Talking about baseball.
I didn't look at my lineup until 4:00 in the afternoon because I was looking at my phone and I seen Matthew was upset about he said something like, damn, I forgot there's early games today. And when he see that, the light bulb went off. And I was like,
retiring.
I forgot to set lineups, and I had Baldwin in the
6
bench.
Early games.
Eduardo Rodriguez on the bench. He's pitched 8 scoreless innings. Baldwin was 2 for 4 in the first part of the doubleheader against the Mets. I don't even know if he's hit a home run, but he probably did.
He didn't.
Oh,
I was hoping he.
Thank God, dude. But yeah, I seen that, and I just closed the app. I haven't opened the app since 4:30, so I'll wake up in the morning and set my lineup.
You still have a playoff spot, so you're right.
Hopefully,
there. You're the 7th seed.
I gotta be Chris. When does the playoff start? Good.
We've got like 5 weeks left, bro.
Yeah,
we got 5 weeks left,
dude. I just lost Casey Smith.
This is the part of the year where losing 11-1 is like bad because
that can happen to me, especially after today. 8 scoreless innings, Elon. I just missed out on. I left that on the bench, bro.
Leaving a grand slam on the bench.
Jeez.
I've done that.
Not to mention I left the cycle on the bench a few weeks ago. And Tristan Peters.
Cool.
Yeah, I did that. And I actually paid attention that day.
I think I'm whooping Serge's ass right now, but.
Jeez, man.
Still,
just move on to the next week. Whatever, man. Whatever. Set my lineup tomorrow. Damn it.
And then tomorrow's the day where most teams are off. I think it's Thursday, so it's like half a lineup. If you get a dinger on a Thursday, that's a big deal because it's a travel day for a lot of teams.
I'm gonna need it, damn it.
I haven't
better watch your ass this weekend, buddy.
I haven't looked at the slate yet, but usually a lot of times Thursday is just like literally half a slate.
This is my weekend.
We'll see.
Hey, don't make me go on a Friday. We're up because last I checked, we're 5-5. So whatever.
Oh man, Shit, should we do these tiers?
Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Yeah,
let's get into it, man.
let's
I
do
want
it.
to talk about more neighbors.
Let's do it. Well, I mean, you off the bat, you have him in the. I told you I have him in the shadow realm, and it's not a disrespect to. I like.
No, I get
neighbors.
it. Now, is your shadow realm
That's
between
a
1 and
bad-
2 or 2 and 3? Like, is it that like
He if he were healthy, I don't think I'd put him any lower than tier 2.
Y'all seen this video of Mahomes?
Like, I'd have him in tier 2. Knowing he's going into this season healthy, because my tier 1 is not crowded. It's 2 names in my tier 1.
Oh yeah, I have 4.
Like they're the high class of the high class. Tier 2 is amazing, but it's just my tier 1 is 2 guys that are just, I feel like they're literally better than everybody else. It's like Rock and Steve Austin type shit, and then there's everybody else.
I got you.
That's just
I
me.
respect that. I respect
You know what I mean? But Malik Neighbors healthy would probably end up going into that tier 2 with the names on that list.
Hey Chris, we're talking about wide
30
receiver
maybe.
tiers now. Give it a rest, okay?
8-3. Ooh, 8-3. He got the second best record. He's only like 7 games behind me.
Okay.
Good baseball being played right now. You're still in
49ers first week of training.
You could end up playing him in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh,
First of all. This could be a
How's that sound,
playoff
Chris?
preview.
Huh?
Because he's the 2, you're the 7.
Yeah, I'll be paying attention to playoffs, bud. Okay? So watch your ass.
Will hopefully motivate you.
You seen that?
Seen what?
Underdog's already got a whole list of the 49er injuries. Christian Kirk calf injury. Jordan James broken ribs. Ricky Pearsall not in a knee injury. Kyle Shanahan not present. Car accident.
Yo, I heard he actually might miss the whole year,
That's
dude. That's how bad his injuries are. That he almost lost his eye.
He almost lost his eye.
Yeah, he almost lost his
Wow.
eye. Yeah, dude. It was bad.
That was really bad.
I knew
As
they
bad
said
as
that
Matt
it was
Miller's?
bad, but said it.
As bad as the fantasy dude from ESPN that had that crash where he lost his arm.
Jesus Christ, no.
You didn't hear about Matt
No.
Miller? Yeah, he had a real bad accident. Lost his arm.
Oh, snappy. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's coming out that it was maybe his fault.
Yeah, let's. Was that it? Is that it for the 49er injuries?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, the Shanahan not being present is big. If he can't be there, that is big.
The fact that the new shiny toy Jordan James already has a fractured rib, and he's supposed to be the guy that's gonna take over when CMC needs a breather.
Blame the what's the facility? The electric facility that's next to the damn stadium. Blame that.
So the next guy in line is that Colleen Black kid, and I was looking for him.
Yeah, because Gorendo's on the
And
IR still.
Dooley has him in one league, and then I think Matt has him in the other league.
Does have him.
Immediately, I went to the waiver wire to look for the kid that they got, because I was like, okay, he's next. I already know the whole, you know what I mean, the pecking order with these guys.
Right.
It's like we're like, there's like a 49ers emergency kit that we break into every year because we have to know their depth chart because of all the injuries. We have to know who's coming up next or who could be that next guy. So I went looking, and I saw that he was already rostered in 2 spots. I was like, damn it, well played, and just kept it pushing. And now you're looking at a world where their primary pass catchers going into this year, no Juwan Jennings, sorry. First and foremost, Juwan Jennings is not part of their picture anymore. He's out in Minnesota now. So you have Pearsall, who might miss some time. Mike Evans, whose injury history speaks for itself. He could also give you 15 touchdowns this year.
Right. No.
That's
even
where
with injury,
he's
he
at.
could do that. So
Tongus, because George Kittle's not going to be ready until November.
He's PUP list.
And Christian McCaffrey, who a lot of people are scared to draft because of injuries.
I never touch him. So
and those could be their 1, 2, 3 receivers. And the rookie Stribling, no disrespect, but it's like he's the rookie, so we don't know until we know.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like
Alexi wouldn't take a 4th round pick for him, which I get, but at the same time, I'm not. 49ers are just known for getting hurt.
It's already happening.
I don't know a lick about that kid, so you're not getting. He probably wants the Jalen Coker deal for that kid, and he's just not getting that.
I didn't mind paying that for Coker.
Yeah, but we've seen what Coker is. He's a good talent. He's played NFL football.
Exactly. Yeah. You can go out there and do it. Like
whether I think you overpaid or not is irrelevant. We can. That's still something that we've seen him do. We've seen him play NFL football. I know he can play the game. I don't know shit about this strict whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving up 2 picks.
The unknown. What, the 28s?
I only offered a 428.
Okay.
So
no 27s involved.
No, I need those 27s. So
yeah. So
it's not like I have much to begin with.
yet again, it's one of those situations where it's like, damn, maybe Brock Purdy does more for you guys than you could do for him right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
People think they overpaid for Purdy, but for me, at this point, considering the injuries,
he gives you your money worth, bro.
He's the reason you win games. It's because it's on him and McCaffrey at this point.
He gives you your money's worth.
Yeah.
And even the McCaffrey that you can't fully trust based on the same injuries that are happening to everybody around them.
Exactly. Yep.
Because like
one of McCaffrey's greatest seasons cost them all them players this year. Literally.
Right now, he's one of their healthiest players.
It's just crazy and scary at the same time.
People might not like it, but Christian McCaffrey is one of the healthiest 49ers that are.
Yeah, that's wild.
George Kittle ain't walking through that door until November.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
We don't know what Tongus is. We just know Tongus is going to inherit himself a shit ton of targets.
He's not like uber talented. He's not uber athletic, but he seems to get up and go get it. And you call his number and he kind of responds. So
we're eventually going to get to tight ends. Tongus could potentially have the production to be in the top 10 at the position because of the offense.
I don't even know if I put Tongus on my list, but he could be a tier 3 guy.
He's part of the conversation.
Yeah, he's a part of the conversation.
And that says that's how much George Kittle means to that offense and to Purdy is the fact that the very next guy, you're not Kittle, but at the end of the day, you're still going to get those looks. You're still going to get those anytime touchdowns.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Watson looked terrible.
So we got away from it real quick, but let me hear who your only two guys
mine is easy. I'll go first. I'll get it out the way right now. My tier 1 is 2 guys. I feel like these are the top tier elite of the elite at the position. And no disrespect to anybody else that falls under them because these guys are just the best.
I've got 6 guys. So.
Jamar Chase and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
Those are my 2. And boom, that's it.
I have 4.
Okay.
Jamar Chase, Puka, JSN, and the beloved Sun God.
That's right, baby. I love that we all have Sun God as tier 1.
St. Brown it's time to put him where he belongs.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like for so many
years, he's a league winner.
Yes.
For so many years it was Chase, Jefferson. Like, bro, at one point Devontae Adams, like Amon-Ra St. Brown is the man.
It's crazy.
Bro.
Justin Jefferson's not in our tier 1.
And he oozes consistency. Those 2 things are, if you want to, explain Amon-Ra St. Brown to someone, you say tough and consistent.
He can do anything all those other guys can do.
Yeah, and sometimes even better.
Pretty sure last year he outproduced Jamar.
He did.
Because Jamar had some bad weeks.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like St. Brown.
St. Brown came in 3rd in the league as far as receiving yards with like 1475 or something like that.
Crazy.
He beat Jamar out by like 300 yards.
Crazy. He played alongside of Jameson Williams too, and Sam Laporta, and Jameer Gibbs, and like you're just,
and not only that,
weapons.
Williams had 1,100 yards last year, so for him to get 1,400, I mean that speaks.
Not a lot of guys are putting up those numbers when they have those many
hurt.
players.
He'll have a sprained ankle, a busted shoulder, a ruptured spleen, and he'll go out there and ball, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The guy will go out there and ball. But I have Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, JSN, CeeDee Lamb, Sun God, and Justin Jefferson. Now I get CeeDee Lamb gets hurt, he misses time, and that's probably why he didn't make your tier 1. But the guy's uber talented, and when he's on the field, he's a game changer. Justin Jefferson, we were having this conversation a few weeks ago. He might, to me, right next to Sun God, he might be the best wide receiver in the game. Where like, I respect what he does on the field, I respect what he does off the field. The guy clocks in and he keeps his head down. I never really hear, like, you don't hear anything diva-ish about Jefferson. He showboats and he likes to wear his jewelry and everything like that, but I think he seems like a generally good person.
He's been dealt a bad
hand. His route running is second to none. Yeah. He's big, he's strong, he's fast.
He also feels like he is the best wide receiver.
No, and rightfully so, dude. Regardless of who his quarterback is, that guy's numbers tend to be around the same. Last year was a big dip, but they were dealing with a lot at the quarterback position.
He was dealing with a guy that couldn't get the ball to him.
Yeah, they were dealing with so much at the quarterback. Even
it's what Chase had to deal with when Allen took over for a bit. Brandon Allen couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah, they needed Joe Flacco,
and Joe Flacco couldn't get him the ball.
There, that's when the yardage and everything.
That's what Joe Flacco would have been doing with Jay Jettas.
Oh my God, yeah, that would have been insane.
Changes the whole conversation.
Yeah, no, it really does.
He put a purple jersey on him.
It really does. But yeah, I wasn't, and I don't want to say this to make it seem like you guys are disrespecting Jefferson, but I wasn't going to put him in a tier lower than 1 because he's just better than that.
I don't mean to slight anybody in my
I'm not
tier
slighting
two.
Yeah, and I don't think you
Just
guys are,
question
man.
marks.
I get it.
Because my tier
I get
two only
it.
has 4 names. I don't mean to slight anybody in that tier. That's how pro I am
You're
of
tier 2,
Chase, and St. Brown. Well, Jettas is in my 2.
but you said there's only 4 names in 2.
Yeah, I only have 4
So
names
that's
in
so
tier
crazy.
2.
I have like, what is this?
I got
don't
4
know, 12.
myself.
I got 12.
I've got
4.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
12.
Since both me and you got 4, I'll go. CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, AJ Brown.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, my tier 2 is.
I originally had Nico in there, but I'm like,
Nico's a dog, bro.
I had to put
I
him
like
at
him,
3.
but
Nah, he's no
I don't
different
like
than
CJ
Lamb,
Stroud.
where he misses games and stuff like that. Stroud has been bad for the last 2 years, and he was a 9 wide receiver last year, and he was a 6 wide receiver the year before.
Nico's dealt with different quarterbacks too.
Yeah, and he still manages to be a top
Stroud
10 wide
missed some
receiver.
time. So, again, this right here is an elite group 2 and 2. I've got Jay Jetta, CeeDee Lamb, JSN, and Puka. They're just any of those guys could be wide receiver 1 going into 2026 fantasy. We know what they can do. JSN and Puka just had massive years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe
they led the league in receiving yards, both at 1,700 yards.
Maybe last year at this time I wouldn't have put JSN in tier 2, but it's undeniable what he's been able to do.
I got you, cuz. Give me a second. I got 12 guys I got to talk about.
With DK Metcalf, with DK Metcalf not there, JSN just the lid came off, and it's his show, it's his time out there.
GP's in my tier 3 because tier 2. If CeeDee Lamb stays healthy, I don't think he's going to have all them yards that he had last year and those touchdowns.
I can see it where as long as Dallas is out there, doing their job offensively, there's no reason why a CeeDee Lamb can't put up
CeeDee came back,
1,400
he out-targeted George.
Well, before we get to tier 3, I want to hear your tier 2 before we.
So, like I said, it's a big tier list. I'm surprised you guys didn't catch it because I said earlier that I put Malik Neighbors in my tier 1. I didn't. Malik Neighbors, I put him at tier 2 simply because he's coming off that ACL injury. But believe me when I tell you, the guy can easily be tier 1. He can easily be the top wide receiver in this NFL league. So I'm not, putting nothing past it, but he's tier 2 because of that ACL injury. But like I said, man, he looks good in that video. So I'm looking forward to him practicing in training camp and seeing more out of him. But Malik Neighbors, tier 2, George Pickens, Nico Collins, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, Chris Olave, Ibuka, Devontae Smith. I think we're kind of sleeping on the kind of production that he's going to get this year with no AJ Brown there in Philly, and I don't really trust Mekhi Lemon and the rest of those pass catchers. So to me, Devontae Smith is on his way.
Wicks, Hollywood Brown,
Jalen Waddle, Drake London, Parker Washington, and Terry McLaurin round off my tier 2 guys because McLaurin, another guy who kind of oozes consistency. Again, he gets hurt, but when he's on the field, he produces.
I didn't even put him in my tier. I only did 3 tiers, and I didn't.
Parker Washington.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I think that
Parker Washington.
Parker Washington has emerged. He has hit the scene.
I know. I've been hot taking Parker Washington. He's not in any of my
He just
tiers.
got.
Yeah,
He just
I
got.
think that's
He
crazy.
got the Eugene push.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
He just got a push.
Puka again.
Who's your
all these
favorite
guys have hit
Triple
the scene.
H.
Chris Olave was wide receiver 6 in fantasy last year. That's crazy.
Was back.
So to put a guy like that at tier 3 is crazy to me.
He was back.
But all these guys that I just named in tier 2 can easily find themselves in the top 10 in fantasy this year.
Damn, now I feel like I slighted a player.
I think you guys slighted a lot of players, dude. I think you guys slighted a lot.
I don't know.
So tier 1, I get why you guys did what your tier 1, but only having 4 or 5 guys in your tier 2 to me is crazy.
Elite group,
crazy,
guys, bro.
Nah, all these guys I just mentioned are elite. Drake London, that guy is elite, bro.
Should I give my
He's
list
in my tier 2?
London's in my tier 2. London's in his 2.
AJ Brown's in my tier 2.
Okay.
So
he's in my tier 2.
I put him in tier 1.
Let me get my 3 out of the way. And
you only got 3 in tier 3?
I've got 4 in tier 3.
Oh my god,
I had 5.
That's what I was saying at work today too.
Because all wide receivers.
GP being on the contract year, I think is crazy. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 1,400 yards last year, and Jameson Williams had 1,100 yards. There's no reason why that can't be CeeDee Lamb and GP this year.
I agree.
Really, there's no reason why it can't be that way.
I think he's going to get 1,000 to 1,200. I don't think he's going to get close to 1,500 like he had last year.
No, probably not. But they don't need him to get 1,500 when you have CeeDee Lamb. And again, CeeDee Lamb misses 2 to 4 games almost every year. So in those 2 to 4 games, best believe that GP's probably going to have 125 yards per game.
He's in my tier 3.
Who, GP?
Along with Drake London.
That's crazy.
Along with Nico Collins. Along with Chris Olave.
Okay.
And I originally had T. Higgins in that tier, but I moved him down.
That's crazy.
I looked
so
at literally. Look at that. That's
hit.
the line. That's the T. Higgins. That's the line right there. Because I wrote it down. I looked at it. I was like, nah.
You know, so
I took time and I was comparing all the wide receivers.
You were looking at his stats last. He only had. I don't even think he hit 900 receiving yards last year, but he also missed 4 games, I think, last year.
Right.
And not being the focal point of the offense.
And left like 4 other games.
Well, that's true.
Partly because of what you just mentioned earlier with Chris Olave. I couldn't put Olave and Higgins in the same tier, knowing that Olave was better than T. Higgins last
year. Yeah, but
so I
look at Olave's history. He played 17 games his first year, 15 the next year. Then he gets hurt the third year and only played 6 games. And last year he played 16 and had an amazing year the second half of the season.
So the 1 year, that 1 year was the outlier. Most of the time he's actually there.
We all have this misconception of Olave that he does get hurt a lot, which we always see him go down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he comes back to the game. He comes back every other week, and he plays football.
Is that year that he only played 6 games? He just fucked a lot of us.
No,
over.
He did. I think a lot of us had him on their team.
With us.
Yes,
we never forget who fucks us over.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
You never forget.
That's exactly what it is.
You never forget.
I love the kid. Another Ohio State prodigy, man, and I think the kid
is just churning out wide receivers
all the time.
Is that it on your tier 3?
That offense. Who?
Olave.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's my 4.
My tier 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Nico Collins, George Pickens, Rashee Rice, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Malik Neighbors, only because the whole ACL situation.
I mean,
if
tier 3
ACL
is still disrespectful in my eyes, but whatever.
If the ACL situation wasn't there,
I was ready for tonight,
tier 2. And this was going to surprise some people because I'm just very high on him, and I think he's going to do fantastic his sophomore year.
You're going to name somebody that's not Parker Washington that's going to piss me off.
Tatora McMillan.
You know what? I don't even think that kid made my list this year.
Oh, that's how disrespectful you are.
That's a little disrespectful for him.
No,
what did he do again? What did he do?
I did say that. Well, he was very.
I only did 3 tiers.
I mean, averaged like 14, 13 points a game last year, and that is
true. Is he just bigging him up because that's his?
No, that's exactly what.
You know, he finished for over 1,000 yards.
And he only averaged 13. I don't give a shit how many yards he finished.
There was games.
He averaged 13 points a game. Okay,
he must have fucked you over. He must have cost you. That was a DFS slip going to rain.
I needed him so bad.
That was a little snowflake next to his name that one Sunday on DFS. he cost you. DFS, he cost you some money, dog. He cost you some money.
I think this year he's gonna. I think I could see 1,400, 10 touchdowns with him this year.
This year I could see it,
especially with Coker there.
I will say, hand up accountability spot. I should have put him on my tier list. I didn't. It was a bit of a rush job, but yeah. Because
Garrett Wilson, bro, I can't put Garrett Wilson any lower than a tier 3.
Look at me. Oh my God! I didn't even put Garrett Wilson.
Look at me,
tier 2 guy.
You didn't put Garrett Wilson on your list.
I'm still on my list.
You're giving me all this shit for my guys in 2 and 3.
It was a rush job. Okay, what do you want from me?
But that's your boy.
I know.
That's your beloved.
Another accountability spot here. Garrett Wilson, you're a tier 2.
That is your Kyle Pitts. That is your You can't.
I love.
That's like his Laporta. That's like one of your. That's Mikey's guy.
Yes. No, I love Garrett Wilson, bro.
If you had a starting 5, Garrett Wilson would be in that starting 5. Like if you were just setting up a starting 5, he would be your Survivor Series starting 5.
I left a lot of wide receivers off my list. A lot.
There's a lot of wide receivers to put. Honestly, every year we talk about how deep this.
I left Alec Pierce out.
Wait, how many tiers did you
do? I left Michael Pittman.
I put him in my
How many tiers did you guys do for wide receiver? I have 5 tiers.
I did 3.
No, I get why you did that. Look at my tier 3. My tier 3 is like it's a grocery list. My tier 3. It's literally a grocery list.
Xavier Worthy's on your tier 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yes.
We agree on that one.
Yes.
Right? Do you agree on that?
Why? Because he can be. He can be.
So Worthy and Rice are both in the same tier?
Yes. I put both of them in the same tier. Rice is too much of a wild
He should be in the
card.
shadow realm. I
Honestly, you're right.
I tiered him, but he should be in the shadow
Yeah,
realm.
I only put guys like that in tier 3 because I wasn't too worried about tier 4 or tier 5s or anything.
I don't even know how much time. Like I don't know how much time he got left. Like I don't know what's gonna happen next.
I didn't put Michael Wilson or Marvin. I didn't even think about Marvin Harrison.
I
didn't put Brian Thomas Jr.
Let me finish mine.
I put all those guys in there.
So what's this tier 4?
For you? Yeah, tier 4.
I didn't even say tier 3. But
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Say your grocery list.
Yeah, it's a grocery list. It's
say your
grocery
guys
list. Are probably in your tier 4 or 5. Okay. All right. Starting with DK Metcalf.
Got rice, beans, chuletas.
DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Jameson Williams, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Troy Franklin, Romeo Dobbs, who's a security blanket so far, apparently. Troy Franklin.
That's fucking great.
Dude, the guy averaged almost 16 points a game last year in fantasy. And I get Jalen Waddle's a part of this group now.
I didn't even put Jalen Waddle on any of my
That's crazy.
He didn't make my tier.
That's crazy.
He's not even in tier 5.
What do you mean? And you guys call me disrespectful.
I'm comparing. I'm literally comparing these receivers.
Rashee Rice, BTJ, Jacoby Myers, Christian Watson, Jordan Addison, Jaden Higgins, Josh Downs, Marvin Harrison, and Xavier Worthy.
Holy shit.
That's my tier 3. I told you it's a grocery list, but all those guys can
that's a lot.
take the next one. If one of these guys, wide receiver ones on their teams, go down, they're the next man up to get all those targets, to get all those opportunities. And I don't see why they can't prove that they're tier 3 guys, if not better.
Okay. What do you have in Buka? In that tier
2.
In Buka's
I put him
tier
2.
So my precious Amika out too.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's wild. You guys just forgot about
some crazy
everything.
Players, yeah. But Garrett Wilson, I'm sorry, dude. You know I love you. You're tier 2 in my eyes, man.
Garrett Wilson.
You are tier 2 in my eyes. Okay?
So my tier 4 is as follows. I've got Emeka Egbuka, Lad McConkey, Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, and
I went right over Lad's name. Lad McConkey, tier 3 guy also.
McConkey's in 3? Okay. I've got them in tier 4. And then in tier 5, I've got Luther Burden, Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice. I've got Tate and Tyson.
You put Burden in tier 5?
Yeah.
That's surprising. I feel like you love Burden.
I love Burden. Everybody loves Burden. It still has to happen on the field before you can I get that. Overtake the other names.
You know I hate his quarterback, and I think that Madden cover is disgusting.
But they get the ball down the field.
We've
seen it. We watched a lot of Bears games this year.
That guy's nasty on the yak.
We watched a lot of games of
I don't
Bears.
want to talk about Bears games, okay?
And we also know Roma Dunze got a bum foot. Whether anybody wants to admit it or not, depending on what
he's a bum now.
Like whatever your investments are, you've got an Adunze who has some consistency issues as far as his health, and you've got a.
So when I go into work tomorrow and I start ripping it,
what's going on?
When I go to work tomorrow and yell at guys,
we gotta show.
No, I just messaged him and said, "Dude, what the hell is this?"
And you've got a Colston Loveland who is projected to be the second coming for the tight end position.
I think Colston Loveland's in my tier 2 for tier 2 for tight ends.
Tight ends.
I love Birdie. It's just again, you gotta
I only got 2 guys in my tier 1.
So do I. We all know who
we all know who they are.
Brock Bowers, Trey McBride.
Yes.
I wrote down 5 tight ends, and the rest I was ready to discuss because I feel like this is going to be a good year to maybe punt on those top guys and get yourself. I know it sounds gross, but hear me out. A Dulcich or one of those guys where you could fill up on wide receiver and running back.
I do agree with that.
You could fill up on wide receiver and running back and go get yourself. It'll cost you nothing and go get yourself a tight end that you could start every week. And that could be potentially one of those guys.
I'm ready to debate you today, man, because I've been a person who's been very high on punting tight ends every year. I mean, since I started playing fantasy, I would punt a tight end. I wouldn't worry about getting after the top guys.
It's tough for the build. When you go high on tight end, it's tough for that build. Sometimes
I get it,
you corner yourself.
But the talent that is there this year, that the last couple of years, the talents have been coming out of college with Tyler Morris, the Lovelands.
Oh no, I agree.
The Harold Fannons.
I agree.
Britton Strange, Sam Laporta. I don't want to say that you should reach for some of these guys, But after the 5th round, if you're confident in your roster build, when we're talking fantasy football, I think you should really consider going after one of these guys.
If I were to get Tyler Warren anywhere after round 5, I consider it a steal.
I think any of these guys that I have in my tier 2, anytime after round 5 is great. I think anything before that is probably considered a bit of a reach because, again, I said you should predicate picking these guys on depending on your roster build. And in the first 4 rounds, it should be 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers when we're talking at least a balanced roster build at that point.
Especially when you have the extra flex spot.
Right.
Like,
right.
Just,
but, a tight end who's going to put up 15 to 20 points from you, and I think that's something you can get from Tucker Kraft, Jake Ferguson, Tyler Warren, Colson Love, and Harry Fannin. Those guys,
bro, that's your tier 2?
Yeah, and that's just 5 of them.
So
I have a longer list. I got a longer list.
Where's my sweet prince?
Pat?
No,
Sam.
Oh, he's tier 2. He's tier 2.
I got Loveland, Warren, Kraft, Laporta, Fannin.
For tier 2? I have
Kelsey. I think Fannin is going to get peppered with targets.
I think so, too. I got Kelsey, Kraft, Ferguson,
I took Kelsey out of my tiers.
I mean, he's Kelsey, dude. I'm not going to disrespect him like that. Tyler Warren, Colson Loveland, Harold Fannin.
I will.
Kyle Pitts is in my tier 2. Dallas Goedert. I did put George Kittle there, even though he probably doesn't deserve it. Isaiah Likely, Brandon Strange, and Sam Laporta. And Isaiah Likely might be the best value this year, honestly.
Isaiah Likely's in your tier 2?
Yes. He is a go-getter at tight end, bro. A go-getter.
I liked Likely before any of you guys liked Likely. He's been a staple. I've always had Isaiah Likely.
And what does that mean? That I don't like him?
I knew he was good before you did.
That's a lie.
That's what it means.
No, it doesn't.
Now that all of a sudden he's painted in big blue. Now it's Isaiah Likely this and Isaiah Likely that. But when he was a Raven, nobody cared. Right?
Whoa! I'm not Oscar here.
I still think they re-signed the wrong tight end.
Oh, I mean, yeah, probably. But
damn, you guys are playing like us. Wow, White Sox just tied the game up 4-4, bottom of the 8th. Murakami went deep, Antonucci went deep, and it is now a 4-4 ball game.
So what you said? You said all 3 tiers for you?
No, I didn't say tier 3 yet. You want me to go tier 3?
You said any of yours?
Guys, I don't even have tiers.
So you're just
I wrote 5 names down at tight end. These are my 5 names. Bowers, McBride, Loveland, Warren, Fannin. Everybody else to me falls under that. And you, like you said, in the 6th or 7th round, if you haven't gotten yourself a tight end yet, but you got your 2 running backs and your 2 wide receivers, you can mess around and find yourself a Harold Fanning in the 6th or 7th round. You can find yourself a Bretton Strange. You can find yourself a Tucker Kraft fresh off injury, or you can get real dirty with it. Wait until the 14th or 15th round to get yourself a Greg Dulcich, get yourself a Gunnar Helm, a Chigakongo, might I say. If you, I mean, and just like go out there, get all the wide receivers you want, hoard them if you need to, and then figure out the rest later. You've got to play the board.
I didn't even put Chig on my tier list, but he's a name to look out for.
He's gonna be there.
Yeah, he's a name to look out for.
My 3rd tier.
Heather, don't say that. The Yankees looking like the
for my 3rd tier tight ends.
Yeah, they just blew it. I don't know who's pitching for us right now, but they blew it.
I have Elon's precious Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I mean,
I put George Kittle in tier 3. That's only because I think
the injury. Yeah, I think it was probably a bit too much for me putting him in tier 3. So.
Jake Ferguson.
Yep, tier 2 guy.
Isaiah Likely.
Yep.
Mark Andrews. Because he's still gonna get freaking.
Yo, what if he has What if he has a big year?
That'd be nuts.
What if Mark Andrews just has a top 5 year?
Nah, that'd be nuts.
That's all Lamar Jackson
looks for. We don't know. But that's the chemistry.
I don't know what to expect out of any of those pass catches in Baltimore right now. There's so many people high on Zay Flowers, and I'm like,
I don't even know who their wide receiver 2 is, bro.
It's got to be Surratt, the kid from Indiana.
Who's that?
He was
Zay Flowers had over like a 1,200-yard season, right?
Did he?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Dalton Kincaid.
Kincaid did not make my tier list.
And old reliable that you can pick, and because Jalen Hurts doesn't like throwing those receivers all the time. Yeah. Dallas Goedert. I put a possible steal late in the rounds, 15, 16, 17.
Stowers.
There's 2 of them. Jake Tonjes, Because when Kittle's not there,
what he's attached to,
Tonjes averages about 15 to 18 points a game, and that's pretty good numbers for a tight end. And I finally put a Steeler in my rankings.
Oh, there it is.
Pat Freiermuth.
I put him in my tier 3.
The Muth is Luth.
I think an offensive-minded head coach is going to find a way to get the ball to the tight end. Yes, Darnell Washington is a mammoth of a man, a mountain. But at the end of the day, the better pass catcher, the better route runner of the two is Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, for sure.
And why would you not? Like I'm still trying to figure out why Arthur Smith faded him, because he showed you what he could do on that Thursday night game against the Bengals.
Right.
When he had damn near 200 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns,
I think.
The game against the Ravens to end the season.
He was amazing on that.
Freiermuth cashed the parlay.
Yeah. And then there was a game where you guys threw 3 touchdowns, or Rodgers threw 3 touchdowns.
Each tight end got a touchdown.
Yeah,
so
bananas.
That would have been
my
a
whole
crazy
thing is, I to this day don't understand why you paid a guy like a top 10 tight end, but you fade him.
Yeah, don't use him.
Maybe that's why Arthur Smith is now coaching college football.
Right.
And I do think Mike McCarthy is going to use him.
Yeah.
As much crap as I get for Kyle Pitts and him being my sweet prince and all that, I would take Fannin and Warren and all those guys over him. Like, I feel like Pitts falls under that top 5 group.
Because
he's only in the top. He was only in fantasy.
He's still top 10
fantasy stuff. He was actually tight end 2 or 3, but it was only because he had like 2 crazy.
The blow up weeks changed
and
the
it changes
whole
everything for tight
perception.
ends.
Yeah, like it just changes all of it because
So
now
your
you got the
league
numbers.
has bonuses, but it's not crazy bonuses like on the money. So let me look at something. League history.
The blow up weeks will justify somebody putting a guy in the top 5 that shouldn't be there, but the numbers, because people love the numbers, they'll throw the numbers at you.
Last year, Alexi, right?
He did have Kyle Pitts, yes.
Where's he at? Because he lost that first round.
Kyle
Pitts 49.60. If he played him, he'd have beat Nick that week.
If he has Pitts in his starting lineup, I concur. Yes. There's 40 points in a playoff game. It's
bananas.
And
this is Kingpin's rankings, but Trey McBride had 327 points in fantasy last year. The next guy was Kyle Pitts at 214. Like, it's such a big discrepancy when we're talking the top guy to the next guy. And it's like,
the gap is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right,
and we're talking about just 2 and 3.
Or 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Because if Bowers doesn't get hurt, who knows what his numbers end up being at the end of the day. Like, McBride finished as 1. I feel way better about McBride knowing that they signed Brissett. Now, if they don't sign Jacoby Brissett,
because things are looking shaky.
I feel like people want to put Loveland over McBride so bad this year. Yeah, like, they want to do it so bad.
I hear it on the podcast, bro.
And it's just like,
here you go, guys. Kyle Pitts last year. This is I don't know what this is according to half PPR. Tight end 15 week 1, tight end 10 week 2. Week 3 was tight end 10. Week 4 tight end 14. Week 6 tight end 9. Week 7 tight end 15. Week 8 tight end 6. Week 9 tight end 10. Week 10 tight end 7. Week 11 tight end 8. Week 12 tight end 6. Week 13 tight end 10. Week 14 tight end 5. Week 15 top tier, because we know what that was. 11 receptions, $166, 3.
Went off in the fantasy playoffs, dog.
And then the last
that's a week winning performance. Like, that's
the last 3 weeks of the season.
Ooh.
The last 3 weeks of the season, he was 5.25.
The fantasy playoffs are more of a sweat than any bet on a parlay that ever made, because it's like you're staring at your points, just wondering who's going to do it. Like, who's going to give me the points? You know what I mean? Like, being down 30 points and saying to yourself, it's all good, I have Jahmyr Gibbs. And then he pulls the stunt that he pulled. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, I'm good. I'm only down 30, but I got Gibbs still to play.
Yeah, anytime your tight end gives you 25 or more points, there's a good chance you're winning that week.
When your flex 2 is out there flexing for real, giving you 30 points, the guy that you were most scared of, and you're just like,
you know, if you figured a week like that is a reason why Matthew found himself in the championship in DOA. Kyle put up 70 points in DOA that week. 70.
That's in a playoff matchup. That's crazy to overcome.
Yeah, you can't win.
You're just staring across, and you're staring at whoever your tight end is, saying to yourself, okay, if I could just carry the 4 over here, and if my running back could just get, they got another possession, if they could just drive it down the field. Now you're creating like 10 or 11 different things that you need. You're Dr. Strange sitting there seeing all the possibilities. And there's only one. There's only one where you actually win. Is all that shit happening. That's that 11-legger cashing for you. But making up for a 70-point performance, like you're sick of seeing that guy going into the end zone. Yeah. Absolutely sick. Hoping to God he doesn't get another target, and it's not even halftime yet.
Right.
It's crazy, bro.
It's bananas, dude. Really, it is bananas.
I'm ready to be stressed out.
Honestly, I'm ready for it.
Because that's what's going to happen.
February, dog.
We're going to pump ourselves up and be all excited just to be cursing at the TV the first couple weeks, because September football is some of the ugliest football.
It is, man.
That's
what I was trying to get at when Matt said something about matchups early in the podcast. Like, September matchups really don't mean shit, dude. We don't even know what a good matchup is in September, really.
When you look at it, they really do need that extra preseason game
they do. They do.
Clearly, y'all don't have shit worked out.
But the thing is, too, though, that even if they got it, it's not like they're going to play the starters. It's not like it was back in the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
the starters would play a lot of that last preseason game.
September has now turned into the preseason for starters.
Yep.
Really, that's really all it boils down to.
You just got to survive.
You know, like the Cardinals, for instance. Again, they're the first team in NFL history to not be favored in all 17 of their games. There's a good chance they could win a game in the first month of the season because of the fact that the first month of the season is just preseason.
Bro, look at how we talked about the Seahawks last year.
Right.
On this podcast, they got dragged and disrespected.
Yes. I think I had them coming in 4th place.
We knew nothing about them.
Yes. Yeah. So
they gave us
it's going to happen again and look, we're starting with the South, but when we talk about the North, there's going to be a team that we talk about that we say comes in 4th or 3rd place that might win that division. And both Norths.
Boys, it's 9, bro. He wins the North.
It's not gonna be 9.
He goes out there and just wins the North,
bro. Dude, I don't even think he wins the job, let alone the North. 9.
I gave you my thoughts. Like Kyler Murray needs to go win that job because there's no reason.
No.
You need to go do.
You lose to 9.
Like, you can't.
You need to go start a streaming thing.
You literally can't lose your job.
Yeah, you might as well go stream Call of Duty, bro, because you have no business losing to JJ McCarthy. So. Did I say I don't even say my tier 3 of tight ends. But quickly, I got Hunter Henry, Jawan Johnson, Dalton Schultz, Theo Johnson, Mark Andrews, Pat Freiermuth, and Orlando Godson.
I got a bad feeling Mark Andrews might fuck around and produce this year.
I mean, he could.
What else are they going to do?
And again, man, it's tight end. So, any of these guys and that I've
wide receiver too.
Because everybody's saying, Likely without Andrews. How about Andrews without Likely?
Right.
How about when everybody was going crazy a couple years ago drafting Likely and Andrews is out there putting up the numbers?
Exactly.
He's still there. Like, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
I think it overall is a good year for the position.
It is.
I think it gets us looking at it going into
next time. Like, if you lose out on Bowers and McBride are probably going to go in the first 2 to 3 rounds, maybe first round in some leagues.
Bowers is a first rounder. I see some spots where McBride is going in the first. I love McBride. That's crazy, but you play your own game. You just got to figure out how you're going to fill out the rest of your lineup when you make that choice. It's like Kelsey. It's like Kelsey a couple years ago when people were drafting Travis Kelsey in the first round. You got to figure out where you're going to go.
He was from there, yeah.
Right, but that's Bauer's position now. There's always going to be one tight end.
Next league 1 year, and he just butchered me.
There's always going to be at least one tight end that makes that first round. Every year, somebody you have to ask yourself.
I think after that, I never picked the tight. I said I would never pick another tight end in the first round.
This is weird. So apparently, there's like new rules, like media rules for Giants training camp.
Oh,
the Giants are taking
a
more stricter approach. Well, it's weird because we just seen a video surface today, and it's like apparently it's stricter and all that things surface.
Well, sometimes fans will release that shit.
Well, so listen to this: the Giants are taking a much stricter approach to training camp this year. Fans and media will have fewer opportunities to capture what happens during practice. Again, we just seen Malik Neighbors. According to the Giants' official training camp policies, cell phones can only be used before and after practice. During practice, fans are asked to limit phone usage to the fan zone. The policy also states that photos and videos are not allowed during practice. Pictures and videos can only be taken before practice, after practice, or in designated areas. Again, we just seen videos of Malik Neighbors.
So when they find that fan's going to get banned.
Probably, whatever, but we've seen it. So how strict are these rules? I don't know. Policy also states that photos and videos are not. I just read that. By limiting photos, videos, and live updates, the Giants can keep more attention on football instead of social media reaction. It also reduces distraction for players and coaches during practice.
We're the New York Giants. The
Giants are sending a clear message with these new policies. The focus this summer is on preparation, not publicity, as the team works toward building a winning culture.
Preparation, not publicity.
I mean,
that's cool and all, but
the fact that
New York team. The
fact on day one that I seen a Malik Neighbors video surface, and these are supposedly new and stricter rules, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm not buying it, but at the same time, it's like you're not doing a good job.
It's a hard sell.
Right.
How's that? I'm not saying I'm not buying it, but it's hard for me to buy it. You know?
Yeah.
You guys. You Giants.
Yeah. It's gonna be, and again, if maybe this is the only video that surfaces for the next month. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, and that's gonna be tough as a Giants fans and not seeing anything coming up, but it is what it is, bro. As long as there's a winning coach there, as long as we're winning games this year, I don't give a shit what new rules are being set. So it is what it is.
As long as you're winning a football game cures so many else.
It does, bro.
Even if it's just temporary.
Winning is the deodorant.
You survive to the next week.
The cure all, the be all.
You survive to the next week. It doesn't matter how you did it. Nobody remembers the following week. They just know your record and who you got next.
Winning is the deodorant of champions, bro. So that's what we have to do.
Wow. So next week we're talking the NFC AFC South.
That's right.
I
might start working on that this weekend.
There's a lot of ways that could go.
I don't want to rush that like I did today.
There's a lot of ways that could go. You think about the questions surrounding a lot of those teams. You heard with Bryce Young and them potentially putting it out there where it's like, we are not tied to you. You can play and we'll see where it goes from there. But Bryce Young is not.
Oh, a trade just happened an hour ago. The Texas Rangers are acquiring right-hand reliever Chase Silsel and catcher Logan O'Hop from the Los Angeles Angels, sources tell ESPN.
We do have the trade deadline. Tariq Skubal might have pitched his very last game with the Detroit Tigers today, a game where the Tigers were
got his 1,000th strikeout, right?
Nothing. He got his 1,000th strikeout. It was a 150th start with the Tigers, and they managed to lose the game 9-7 in heartbreaking fashion. Similar to how the Phillies went out there earlier, put up 6-0 on the, and then
you're very close to today.
Managed to blow it, absolutely blow the game to the Florida Marlins. Jeez. You got the comments that were made by, I saw what Don Mattingly said after Bryce Harper came out and was like, we need more help, and Mattingly just cut like a promo. He was talking for like a minute and a half, dog.
So it was easy to spend someone else's money.
It was like, damn, dog. Like, no wonder you ain't. He doesn't. He's not taking the job next year for a reason. Maybe it's just one of those things where he already knows what's up.
And he's gonna speak his mind.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, bro.
Go ahead, Don.
Don Mattingly.
They need that
been around the game forever.
Rob Thompson for years babied them. They need that. What you gonna say? What you gonna say to a guy?
Because what he's doing
his career is a career 330 plus hitter, has hit over 200 home runs, has over 1,000 RBIs.
Many people believe who might have been the greatest baseball player who ever walked the earth had he not been for injury.
And has been at every level of what an organization, like he's been at every level of an organization. Like, so he kind of put them on blast because he was basically saying it's like, it's a disrespect to the people that we have here.
Right.
The fact that you're saying you need more, it's like it's a disrespect to the people who are here working for us every day.
You know what that is? I call that the LeBron effect. Bryce Harper just tapped into his inner LeBron.
The Phillies do need help though. Like that bullpen needs help. They need another starting pitcher.
There's a lot of baseball. The Yankees need help. We got 3 MVPs on the IL.
I don't
right
think
now.
there's nothing wrong with what either of them said. I just like
no
Don
was
Mattingly's,
wrong. No one was wrong in what they said.
I like Don Mattingly's response.
Mattingly wasn't wrong. Harper wasn't wrong.
Because at the end of the day, you made the investment into Bryce Harper, 13 years, whatever amount of money. So he's kind of like your business partner type shit. Like, you know, like, so he's saying it because, but we already know the approach that Dombrowski took, where it's like, we paid for the team that we have now. Figure it out.
Basically. A lot of the moves that he's made, though, are starting to come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, if you're going to settle on small moves, they got to work.
Like, how do you feel like they're approaching this knowing that we might not have baseball next year anyway? Like,
so I'm saying,
how?
To me, I think it would behoove teams like the Yankees, like the Rays, like the Phillies to just say, fuck it and go all in. We're not going to have baseball for 365 days after this.
Just go
We need
crazy.
to go all in.
Just go crazy.
You know, and it's so weird that I even told my dad this yesterday. I was like, I would actually like the Rays. I would like to see them go all in real quick. I've never seen them do it, dude. I haven't seen them do it. What was it?
They don't go.
How long ago was it where they actually was a good team and made it to the World Series? Was it early 2000s or like 2010s?
2008 against the Phillies.
Was that?
But didn't they make it back or get close to it?
I think they got close again after that.
They don't pay money and they have a good team.
Yes, they refuse to pay players. They cry broke every year. Like, F that, bro. Go out there and buy some guys real quick. Even if it's just for the last 3 months of the season. Just do it, man.
They'll sell you a guy. They ain't gonna go buy. They'll sell you that.
Oh yeah, or let them walk. Player. They won't even sell it half the time. Sometimes they just let a guy walk.
Which makes me excited for Junior Caminero when his time comes because
you know he'll be a Yankee or a Red Sox.
You ain't staying there, bro.
Yeah,
like you're a star. They don't keep you. They don't pay nobody out there.
It's so weird.
They don't give a shit. What's next?
I would like all these teams in the hunt or in it to just go out and make the move, bro, because we're not getting baseball this year. And just make the playoffs that much more entertaining for us. Just do it, bro. Just do it. Cashman, what the? Just do it
for the fans.
Do it.
Yeah, go out with a bang. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know what's coming. We don't know. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the firm believers that we don't get baseball next year. So I want baseball to just make the most of it and just go all out right now. Really, that's what I want them to do.
Balls to the wall.
That's what I want them to do.
Yeah. All right, so NFC, AFC next week. That's what we're going to be running. It's already that time of year. We're going to be talking about divisions. This buys me the time to think about what I'm going to do when it comes to the other divisions. Right now, I'm just going to work on what's in front of me. We'll talk about the South. We'll mention Tyler Warren again when we bring up the Colts in that conversation. Jonathan Taylor, some
Daniel Jones is practicing, right?
Yes,
he's back out there.
He is not on the PUP list. He is practicing. Which is a good sign.
CJ Stroud or whoever the hell that guy was.
I don't know what that was. Okay.
What
that guy?
Yo,
I forget what Netta said on the post that I shared, but I was like, this guy looks like a kid from Bridgeton who went to a prep school. That's what that guy looked like.
He honestly might put him under the blue tent right now, just for him walking in there like
that.
Just
he looks so regular.
Are you good?
He looks so like no aura.
It was like when Michael Scott kept making the pancakes when him and Pam, when they started their own company. It was like after breakfast, and he's just stirring, but they had just a stack of pancakes there. Like, are you good, bro? Like
that was rough, dude. I don't know, man. I mean, I hope we're talking about him like this now, and he just comes out this year and just lights it up.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I mean,
you already know how I think about him.
I know, and trust me, I'm starting to lean. I'm starting to feel like you feel, honestly, especially now that I got Cam Ward on my dynasty team. It's like I'm ready to.
If I had invested, if I had invested fantasy stock in him, first of all, I probably would have gotten my ass eliminated or not even make the postseason, and I would be on your.
I pride myself on being able to make the championship last year and still being considered a top team in Kingpins after taking CJ Stroud in the first round.
A lot of people counted you out.
Yes,
and you soared.
Yes, they did. But I made the right moves.
Yeah.
I made the right move.
And you changed your name, most importantly.
Yes.
You changed your name.
That's right.
That's how good things will come your way.
That's right. But yeah, man. I can't wait. Season's around the corner. Hall of Fame
next
game.
week is the South. AFC, NFC South.
Be here, be square. If you're a fan of one of them South teams, make sure you tune in next Wednesday night.
I have to bring the sombrero out for next week.
Uh-oh.
Tighten sombrero.
Uh-oh.
And I don't do it much on the pod, but we'll be talking some Titans football next week for a bit. And as well as talking about an NFC South where it's like we come into it every year, like, all right, well,
which one
who
is
you
it,
got?
guys?
Like,
who are you
got?
gonna do?
Like, what do you think?
Honestly, I have no idea.
I never get mad at anybody's NFC South prediction because it's like, okay,
yeah,
I get it.
Just take it and move on.
Last year,
That
somebody
makes
with a
sense.
7-9 record won it in Carolina.
That's so crazy.
7-9.
That's the second time.
Honestly, like I said last year,
second time that's happened in 4 years.
I said last year that Tampa Bay should have won it. They did it, and I'm going to say it again this year. So.
Falcons won, had the same record as the Panthers, missed the playoffs, helped the Panthers get into the playoffs by having the same record as the Panthers, being third.
So crazy.
In that division.
So
7 wins.
Because they lost too many division games.
We should also take a look at the over-unders for team totals since we're talking about the divisions.
That's a good thing.
Just to see where it's at and see where we think it should be.
Yeah,
or
Vegas is usually pretty good with that stuff too, not for nothing.
We'll pull up the NFC, AFC South projections, and from there we're cruising, bro. That's where the season starts for real.
Though, man.
You heard it here live first, guys. We gave you wide receiver tiers, some tight end talk, and a lot of training camp talk. Next week we begin. We break down the AFC, NFC South. Who's taking first? Who's taking second? Who's taking third? And who's going to be the bottom feeder?
Yep.
It's all going to be there next week.
Tune in.
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.